You're welcome back to Sustained Overall. I have my notes, okay? I took some notes today. I mean, I had no plans of watching the Karen Reed hearing today, but I was reviewing a bunch of medical records, so I was like, shoot, what the hell? I might as well. um, yeah, so I kind of started watching the hearing late. Okay, I logged in around, I think it was around 10:30, and around 10:30, I was like, oh man, it's going down. When I logged in, or when I tuned in, the Commonwealth was cross-examining Karen Reed's so-called expert, and it was fireworks, crackers, it was everything. It was fantastic. I love to see it. As far as the uh, attorney, the prosecutor, very skilled cross examiner. Okay, we're gonna get into this, but I absolutely loved it. In the end, I think we'll have time when Jasmine gets in here. We are going to switch over to Ricky Smiley. We're gonna wrap up Ricky Smiley, and then Brooklyn says, uh what a day today in news. It was great. That was, man, that cross was freaking fantastic. It was a fantastic cross examination because I tuned in. It was sometime, was it December? I think it was December. There was a day that I randomly tuned into Law and Crime, and the same witness was on the stand. Okay, it looked interesting then, but not interesting enough for me to take notes. Even at the time, around that time, I was really covering the YSL trial more than anything. But I live for it. Today was freaking fantastic. I'm gonna create some type of I'm going to start a ranking order here because today's cross examination very, very skillful. It was fantastic. I When I tell you shouting objections, even Bev was like, you can just quit with the shouting objections. you can tell you can tell that the defense was rattled to the very core. Okay, and if you're new here, if this is your first video that you watch from me, I am a referee. Okay, I have no dog in this fight, but I absolutely love a skilled attorney. I love somebody that can show off their skills. I love above average attorneys. And today's cross examination was freaking fantastic. Okay, we're gonna get started. Let's get into the cross. What time is it? It's 8:35. So I'd like to go until 10:35. Let's see if we can actually stick to that schedule. Okay, so this is just a random spot. Eventually we'll get into um you know we'll get into expert hearings in a little bit, but let's let it unfold because this was brilliant. Uh okay, and then and for the folks, listen, for the folks that were coming for Vivarito, I need you to have the same freaking energy when it comes to this so-called expert witness. I need you to have the same freaking energy when it comes to this expert. Turn it up. Okay, so for the Daubert standard, their their requirements basically in order for one to testify as an expert in a criminal trial, even a civil trial, there's a standard that one has to meet. Okay, different states use different standards, but for the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, this is the standard that they go with. Okay, and there's a tactical advantage for having a witness qualified as an expert as opposed to just a lay person. And the reason for that is because experts are given a lot of leeway as far as the rules of evidence are concerned. So as far as what they can testify to, and that's why Karen Reed and her folks want, this physician or this doctor over here to be qualified as an expert. I'm sorry, Brooklyn, you're not even telling me that I'm not sharing my screen. Let me share my screen. Hold on. Let me share my screen. There we go.
That describe what to look for, how to observe, evaluate, and then sometimes treat wounds, dog bite wounds. There are, several authors that have published similar things.
And here's what is interesting about the chat. Okay. The Karen Reed chat, it's a mixed bag. It's mixed. There are folks that are clearly for Karen Reed. There are other folks that are clearly for the prosecution. So again, it's another mixed bag. But okay, before I get into other, let's let this play out. I'm getting ahead of myself.
And in terms of there being an organization that says here is the standard for dog bite wounds,
Right.
I don't think that there is one.
When you say you don't think there is one,
Yeah.
if you're an expert in this field, you would know
Right.
that there is not one, is there?
There is not one that I know of, correct?
Well, you're not guessing there might be one you don't know of.
I don't know of any published standard by an organization.
So it'd be fair to say, when you are giving an opinion, what you personally believe to be a dog bite wound, there is no standard in dog bite science that shows you what the standard is. There's nothing to compare it to.
Again, it's based on a combination of the experiences that I've had over the last 30 years, observing, evaluating.
So oftentimes, never mind. I'll leave her alone. I'll leave her. I'll spare her for now. I'll spare her for now.
And treating dog bite wounds, plus the numerous articles that I have read on dog bite wounds, their characteristics, morphology, patterns, and other things like complications, etc.
Okay, so to get back to my question, you're using.
And she has been very, very evasive. Okay, you're going to see this in a minute here, but she does not know. I don't know if she does not know how to answer questions or if she is purposefully evasive and obtuse, but it's not a good look. It made her job more difficult than it had to be.
Experience in your memory, but there is no standard of comparison. There's no methodology that is accepted as a practice.
Right, Brooklyn, that is correct. This is the Commonwealth cross-examining Karen Reed's proposed expert witness.
Disagree.
Okay. Can you share with us one of those articles that you've been relying on to combine with your personal experience to come to conclusions in dog bite analysis?
Well, there's the Munich that we talked about.
I didn't talk about. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Oh, certainly.
Okay, please.
Okay, would you like to?
Ma'am, just talk about it. Talk about it. Answer the question.
Together?
I'm asking you to tell us about what you're basing your opinion on, and you said it's Munich, so I don't know much about.
Okay, so that's one of them.
Well, tell us a little bit about that.
Okay, well, in that article, the authors described a fatal case, but also described what some of the characteristics are in dog bite wound cases. What types of wounds you see, their appearance, their distribution, their configuration, the different aspects like that. Many of them are parallel.
A lot of stuttering, ma'am.
Things that would affect the appearance of wounds that physicians know about, such as elasticity of skin and other ways that wounds can be distorted from from one to another wound. So you have to know a little bit about wound characteristics, and basically things to look for in the forensic evaluation of dog bite wounds.
Did that article lay out a standard of methodology?
I guess I don't understand what you're getting at.
Rather than having a particular case study where that article talks about a person that was attacked by a dog and just
Shout out to Old Bag. Old Bag said she's so glad I'm covering this. So what's up, Survivor? So Survivor dropped by to show us some love. She's not feeling well. I'm so sorry, hon. I'm wishing you a speedy recovery and definitely see you tomorrow. And then Olbeck says, I'm late, but what do you think of the prosecutor and the expert witness? Man, the prosecutor was freaking fantastic. I absolutely loved the cross-examination. It was to die for. The expert witness was trembling. She was floundering. She was flopping like fish. She was flopping like fish. You know, the prosecutor was brilliant. Okay, the prosecutor was absolutely brilliant, and I do have some thoughts. I took notes. Okay, I was working while I was doing this, reviewing medical records, but I took note. Big shout out to Jerome. I took notes, and we'll get into it. And I tuned in kind of a little late into this. I don't know what time the hearing started, but I tuned in at 11:30. No, it was 10:30 Eastern time. Okay. So what I'm viewing right now, I don't recall. It doesn't sound, I don't remember hearing this. But we're starting somewhere, but eventually I do have notes and things that I'd like to talk about. And then also Brooklyn and Jerome are talking to each other. Let's see. Big shout out to Allie. Hey Allie. All right, let's continue.
deceased, correct?
In that case,
Honestly, I wish that I was reacting to this live because I was living it up, you guys. I was very, very excited. I truly wish I was doing this live, but I couldn't because I have a job and I was working. So yeah, but in real time, the cross was just freaking fantastic.
Yes.
however, it
And
referenced.
based, and
I'm
it's,
sorry, Your Honor, she could finish the question.
Yeah, she is. Like, I don't know, she's definitely cracking. She's throwing tantrums.
However, it
and
referenced.
based, and
I'm
it's,
sorry, Your Honor, she could.
And again, my only request when it comes to this witness, the folks that were coming for Vivarito, I need you guys to come at this witness with a very same energy. Okay, let's keep that same energy.
The question.
I'm going to let her finish.
please.
And Mr. Lessie, for objections, just simply objection.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, well, thank you.
And the judge was also not having it. Hold on.
Dog and deceased, correct?
In that case,
Yes.
however, it
And
referenced.
based, and
I'm
it's,
sorry, Your Honor, she could finish the question.
I'm going to let her finish.
please.
And Mr. Lessie, for objections, just simply objection.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, well, thank you.
And somebody said she's a bad a bad expert. She's
That article, it was a case report, but it was also a review of previous literature. So in the review of previous literature that had been published, they came up with recommendations. So yes, there are recommendations in that article.
In that article, it talked about a wound to the neck where the deceased blood.
Old bag's funny. Old bag, I have bills to pay, baby. My kid's gonna go to college in a few years. We need a college fund set up. I don't want my kid to be in debt. So yeah, I need I still need my job. Okay. And then Brooklyn says she saw the case in the newspaper, Boston Globe, and called the defense attorney to offer her services. That's just awful. That is terrible.
Yes,
Okay. It didn't talk about pattern recognition analysis.
I
in that article,
disagree.
did it? Okay. And did it talk about,
I mean, it's good for Karen that somebody reached out to try and assist her. Again, what I have in my notes here is that she's a terrible expert. Okay, absolutely terrible. She's a terrible expert. As far as credibility, that's going to be up to the fact finder to determine if she's credible or not. To me, she's very shaky. Okay. But as far as the defendant in this case is concerned, despite the fact that she's absolutely terrible, um, it's it's a good thing for Karen Reed to have an expert in this case, okay? And the reason for that is because it would allow her to muddy the water, and it would, you know, it would actually really push the prosecution if they're going to secure a conviction in this case. Oh, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough because the lead detective, I don't remember what's the lead detective's name, Brooklyn, the corrupt guy that was um talking, that was really maligning Karen Reed. I forgot his name, the guy that's going through disciplinary issues at the moment. But that's still a hurdle that the prosecution will have a very hard time overcoming. But that said, again, terrible expert, but it's good for the defendant. It's good for Karen Reed in this case because again, it allows her to taint the evidence. It allows her to create reasonable doubt. Okay. And again, the burden in this case is on the prosecution. So had she been the prosecution's expert, then I'm like, toss that girl out. But for defense expert, she's terrible. She's terrible. But the defendant, it's not her burden to prove. Okay, so it's whatever. It's for, at least in Karen's instance, it's better for her to have a shaky expert than not have an expert at all. But other than that, just yeah, she's very shaky. And now there are questions somewhere down here where I started to question if the defense had actually properly prepared her. Okay, I'm going to stop talking now because otherwise we cannot really get through much of this testimony. But there's a point here. When we get there, I'll point it out.
A standard of practice, of methodology.
Recommendations.
No, but that's not what I'm asking you. I'm asking you, did it have a standard, a methodology that it discussed?
These were authors that were practitioners, and they weren't, I don't believe they were in a position to create a standard.
In fact, you can't point to one place where there is a readily accepted standard in the dog bite community for identifying dog bites. You can't point to one article, journal, book.
That's correct.
It, like where did they, okay, we know where they got the expert from, but this is just what? She was absolutely awful.
Dog bites. You can't point to one article, journal, book.
That's correct.
And so because there is no methodology or standard for you to look at, it involves a great deal of your subjective opinion based on your experience treating dog wounds, doesn't it?
With all due respect, Mr. Brennan, I'm not somebody that just came in off the street. I have at least 30 years as a physician, and I use that information in helping me form my opinions about wounds. I've seen all types of wounds.
And then you guys know I cannot be quiet for too long, but there are attorneys that specialize in dog bite cases. Yeah, that's actually a thing. That's actually a thing. The most I've ever dealt with dogs is when I was a public defender. I would still, as a prosecutor, I actually had one animal. No, I actually dealt more with dogs than I'd like to admit, but I've dealt with a few animal cruelty cases as a prosecutor and as a public defender, but mostly as a public defender. They had these dogs running at large, blah blah blah, cases. I really hated them, but I did them anyways. But there are civil attorneys that specialize in dog bite cases. Like it's a thing. It's a thing. So yeah.
Okay, so my question.
And I mean, a lot of those folks do actually go on to make bank. because they go after insurance companies. So yeah, like people with Um, what is this? Homeowners insurance, things of that nature. Yeah.
Was because there is no methodology, because there is no standard comparative analysis, you need to rely.
Then Oldbag says she does not think that she was great, but she respects her knowledge. And then Brooklyn says her experience was good as Detective Dennis, and Viverito as a grand expert. Yeah, this woman, expert, she to me, okay, again, credibility questionable, but that's up to the fact finder. And I mean, even Viverito was, declared an expert. So the bar is not that high. The bar is not that high. But I do not believe that she is as knowledgeable as she's leading, um, as she's trying to, lead folks to believe.
I almost virtually on your personal experience treating wounds.
No, I believe you're again mischaracterizing it. I'm relying on my personal experience plus what I've learned.
And then, and then Oldbag says if she was on the jury, should have liked her better than the prosecutor, and felt like the guy was being rude to her. I don't know, different perspective. I loved the prosecutor that grilled her. I absolutely loved it. And again, this is the difference, okay? With when it's the judge that's presiding a hearing such as this, there's no jury, so you probably can be a bit more. I mean, even when jurors are around, some attorneys choose to be aggressive, but based on what we're hearing from juror number 55, old bag over here, she's gonna hold it against the attorney. So those are just some things to keep in mind. But I lived for this moment.
Learned from these numerous
It was
articles.
brilliant.
And so, because there is no methodology and standard to compare to, you've introduced the idea that you have used a process known as differential diagnosis.
That's one of the processes used.
And as far as differential diagnosis, what that suggests is when, as a doctor or a person looking at
Right.
symptoms,
Right.
you try to rule out other conditions that have similar symptoms.
Right.
Correct.
Okay. And so you said, although it's traditionally used.
And the only reason I know what differential diagnosis is because of workers' compensation. So
in a doctor assessing a cause of a patient's symptoms, you're using
what that means is that I deal with a lot of medical records on a day-to-day basis. I deal with a lot of medical records.
in identifying dog bites, this differential diagnosis you speak of, right?
I used it to assist me, yes.
Okay. And so when you're using differential diagnosis, it means that there are many other.
And that's your juror number. I mean, you can change it if you want to. I just randomly said 54. So
Ways or reasons why the same symptoms can occur.
Not always. Not always. It could mean that there's just one or two other conditions that would
Okay.
resemble this,
Okay.
but it's a process that a responsible physician would go through.
And in this case, you went through differential diagnosis to exclude other causes of these abrasions on Mr. O'Keefe's arm.
I did.
If you had used your training experience and you
Right.
were.
So while we're doing this, let's quickly just go a little, we gossip a lot here, but we also do actually focus on the law a little bit. But let's quickly just cover part of the Daubert standard, okay? So basically, I mean, I don't mean to bore you, Brooklyn, but let's get into it a little bit. So basically, there's a standard that a proposed expert witness has to meet in order for them to be declared an expert witness. Again, there are advantages to why a party would want a potential witness to be declared an expert. And again, a lot of it hinges off the rules of evidence. I mean, at this point, I'm pretty sure most of you know about hearsay, okay? Hearsay ordinarily is inadmissible at trial unless it falls under an exception or an exemption. But for expert witnesses, they are allowed to rely on hearsay. So, do you see the advantage of that? Whereas some testimony or evidence that would otherwise not be allowed into court can suddenly come in through an expert witness. Okay. But then again, there's a standard, there are factors that, you know, that a court has to determine, not even that, that really an expert witness, a supposed expert witness has to satisfy. Okay. And a lot of these include whether the technique or theory can be or has been tested, whether the theory or technique has been subject to peer review. As we go on, there are a lot of questions about peer review and publication. And then the third element is the known or potential rate of error. Four, the existence and maintenance of standards or controls. And number five, the degree to which the theory or technique has been generally accepted in the scientific community. Okay, so there are some states that actually follow the standards, and then there are other states that have standard or rules that are similar. And correct me if I'm wrong, Brooklyn, but I don't think New York uses the same standard. I think New York uses something that starts with the letter F or something. I mean, it's been a while since I took the bar, but it's been a while since I took the bar. I think New York uses something else. I don't think if, it begins with F. I just know it begins with F. Let's see. Brooklyn says they don't have an objection system. It's different in the Commonwealth. I don't know what you mean by that. Look at my girl. My girl Life is back to show me some love. Life, where have you been? Last night's show, we had Tatiana in here. Last night's show was hilarious. Okay. I was literally at work today thinking about how my man is going to wheel me in front of the camera with my, behind showing and my iron tattoo. But last night was actually really hilarious. Let's see. Anyways, Live said you guys need to hit that like button, okay? I hope you had a fantastic day, my dear. Olbag says, Brooklyn, I don't like how they can't state the reason that they are objecting. And then, okay, that's Olbag again. Hold on. Olbag says, I thought the defense lawyer did well. Brooklyn, did you know him? He works in New York. Yeah, I'm sorry you missed the live last night, but we can make up for it. We can make up for it. Hopefully everything is good with you.
Or certain to a reasonable degree of medical certainty that these are dog bites, you would not need to go through differential diagnosis.
Oh, that's so incorrect.
Okay.
I'm not perfect. I'm not 100% perfect human being.
And Olbag, is there a possibility that you sympathized with this so-called witness because she's much older?
And so so I have to.
What I mean by that is, does she appear vulnerable to you? Okay.
As a responsible physician, in every case, go through a differential diagnosis to make sure I'm evaluating and treating the right thing if there's treatment involved.
When you chose to go through differential diagnosis, you recognized that these abrasions could be caused by a lot of different mechanics of injury, didn't you?
Somebody said she's full of it. And then another person wants Bev to kick her out because she's a fraud. Anyway, so when they keep referring to a reasonable degree of medical certainty, again, I'm just going to explain it from the context of my job, okay? Again, a lot of what I do is I do two things, really, okay? I do three. One, I really gossip, and I'm good at it. Maybe I do four. I'm also a little funny sometimes. But in all honesty, or in all seriousness, from my perspective, because I mostly handle two types of cases, okay? I do workers' compensation. What that means is that basically people get injured at work. Again, most of what we do is people getting run over by excavators, people falling from scaffolds, people getting seriously hurt. Okay, that's what I do. So they get hurt, they come to us, we work up the case. A lot of it really has to do with the medical aspect or the medicine aspect of it, and reviewing medical records. Working, what I mean by working up the case is basically trying to determine next steps, things of that nature. Okay. So part of what I do is, if a client has a problematic case, what I mean again, a perfect case is rare. A perfect case is rare. Um, Let me give you an example. A client has prior, let's say they injured, the client injured their back. Okay. The client injured their back. They have a prior medical history of back injuries, of back pain, something along those lines. They injured the same body part. And then a month or two after their work injury, they end up slipping on ice or snow, whatever, and they suffer symptoms. And then the insurance company, or the insurance carrier, is going to want to deny the original claim. Okay, they're going to argue that there was an intervening cause. So because I already foresee that, because I foresee that the insurance company is going to try and deny the claim, I would then advise my client to go see a medical, an IME doctor. It's a medical expert, but it's an independent medical examiner. That's what IME stands for. Okay. And when this person goes to the IME, I'm going to seek an opinion. Most of these IMEs, again, or the independent medical examiners, are orthopedic surgeons. Okay. So I am going to seek a medical opinion from this doctor that support my client's claim. And when they give that opinion, it has to be to a reasonable degree of medical certainty. It is not sufficient if they're just giving me an opinion that, oh, I think this person slipped, fell on ice, but the it was a minor bruising, it resolved, it did not impact the prior work injury, something along those lines. It's not sufficient for me. It is only valuable if the doctor can, in fact, give an opinion to a reasonable degree of medical certainty. That's when it holds water. So basically, a reasonable degree of medical certainty is just a legal term that, characterizes the level of confidence that an expert has. Okay. So it's a legal terminology. It's not so much medical, but yeah, it's important as far as this Karen Reed case is concerned, or any other case before the courts where a medical opinion is sought.
Considered that they could have been caused by others, but I went through the process.
Well, you were uncertain, weren't you?
No.
Yet you went through this process of differential diagnosis anyways.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. And when you did that, you decided that you should focus on car accident.
No, I didn't focus just on car accidents.
Well, what other subject did you focus on in differential diagnosis other than car accident?
Could these have been self-inflicted, for instance?
You went through that process?
I did.
I didn't see that anywhere in your report
It's in
whatsoever.
my head. I didn't write it down.
Look at that. Listen, OBAG, there is no way you thought this was a good expert. Did you hear that? Like I'm saying, folks, we have to keep the same energy we gave Viverito. Like, listen to that. Listen
Diagnosis
to that.
other than car accident.
Could these have been self-inflicted, for instance?
You went through that process?
I did.
I didn't see that anywhere in your report
It's in my
whatsoever.
head. I didn't write it down.
Well, aren't you supposed to report?
And that's why what is this? This is why the prosecutor was brilliant. He did not let up. When she was just spewing speculations, he did not let up, which is what made this an absolutely fantastic, freaking fabulous cross-examination. He did not let up. He cornered her because she's full of it.
The process you go through before coming to conclusion.
For an expert, when you're writing a report and your response is that it was in your head, like what? Who? What?
Isn't that why you wrote a report in discovery and disclosure?
Yes, but it,
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry, she's absolutely full of it.
Is there anything else in your head?
And you can tell, you can tell, you can tell that not only was she flustered, but she failed. Whatever they called her up here to do, she absolutely
thought
failed.
about
Somebody said excellent prosecutor. She is, man. Listen, the prosecutor was just absolutely
that
fantastic.
you didn't put in the report or tell anybody? So we have car accident, we have suicide, we have dog bite. What else did you think of in your differential diagnosis?
well, I thought, could it possibly be road rash?
Okay.
And here's what's fantastic, because ordinarily an attorney does not want to ask questions that they do not know the answer to. But what I thought was brilliant about what the prosecutor did here is that in the event that she is qualified as an expert, which is highly likely because of the standard, in the event that what is this, that she is qualified as an expert, then the prosecution has sufficient material with which to cross-examine her with. So, man, the prosecutor did an absolutely fantastic job.
What else did you think?
Oh, I don't remember all the things I thought of at the time, but it wasn't
Man, that's why you write a freaking report, okay? That's why, as an expert, that's why you write a
a
report.
very large list, but it was a list, and it was a differential diagnosis.
Well, it was important enough to think about and
And
distinguish.
somebody said it's in my head. I actually I need to take that timestamp down. Hold on. That girl said it was in her head. She said it's in my head. That is just bananas to me. Ugh. My phone's blurry. That's bananas.
And go through differential diagnosis. Can't you remember what it was that you thought it could have been the cause other than suicide, road rash,
Okay.
car accident?
Well, of course, I mean, there were some things I thought of and immediately ruled out. Were these stab wounds inflicted by someone else? No.
Okay.
So the list, there was a list that I.
She's terrible. What's up, Jazzy? Big Cuzzo in the house. I'm way behind. I'm gonna read these messages on my own because I'm way behind. And Love says, you better do it, girl. You better have a wonderful birthday. I'm gonna have a 50 big. That's all I
went through
have.
in my head. Would it be worth writing down? No, I don't think so.
Well, was there any other significant causes?
Yeah, old bad guy. Yeah, it definitely sounds like you. You just sympathize. You're sympathizing with old granny, old granny expert here. It sounds like from I'd understand it though, because some people might consider this as some young guy just beating up this granny or whatever. But it's her job, okay?
You went
It's his
through
job.
and vetted through differential diagnosis that you didn't write down.
Not that I remember at this time.
And that's why it helps to write it down.
Dang, Live, please take a shot take a shot for me, okay? Take a shot for me when you get home. Take a shot for me. Take a shot. Zeta, you need to go to bed. This girl just told me no. You need to go to bed. So yeah, I think tomorrow we're starting at 9 because this girl needs to be in bed. Okay, let's get back.
Okay. So one of those causes of these abrasions that you went through differential diagnosis for was car accident, wasn't it?
Yes.
In fact, when you first met the defense attorneys, you had an interest in this case, didn't you?
I thought I could clarify the issue of what those wounds were caused by.
So you were learning about information about the case publicly before you got involved in this case,
No.
didn't you? Well, you knew there was an issue.
I heard, yes, I did know that there was an issue. I saw something in the Boston Globe, and Mr. Brennan, I wasn't following the case at all. I don't even subscribe to the Globe for information about this
You don't-
general region.
You don't have to be defensive about it. I'm just asking you.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
knew enough that you wanted to get involved and you made some phone calls to offer your services.
I didn't want to get involved, but I thought that I should.
I see. And so you learned enough through your study
Right.
of Boston Globe or television that you knew generally that there was an
I'm sorry, guys. This just sounds like a fan. Like she might be a doctor, but she kind of sounds like a fan.
issue about the abrasions, correct?
I knew there was a question, yes.
You knew that the defense was claiming that a dog caused those injuries.
Big shout out to Laugh. Yeah, we're glad you're with us tonight.
I wasn't even sure who was claiming what at that point.
So you didn't know much about anything, but you still made phone calls to introduce yourself to get.
And Jazzy, when you want to get into who's this? What time is it? Do we still have time? When you want to get into Rickey Smiley, let me know, okay? Because we'll cap off with Rickey Smiley, and then we're gonna come back to Karen Reed. Karen Reed, we're stuck with this for we'll be stuck with this hearing for quite some time.
Get involved in the case.
Again, I know that there are very few people in this country that have the combination of experiences that I do, and I thought that I could just clarify the issue and maybe, help people move along in the case.
So Brooklyn said Karen Reed has a very dirty past, like your Wells Fargo interviewer. I was thinking about that interview. Yeah, I mean, she's human, so yeah.
Before you decided that you were going to offer your services, what did you know about the case?
I knew that a police officer had died. I was a former police officer, so I knew
This is a brilliant question, okay? It's a brilliant question, and the reason for that is because the attorney had assumptions that she knows something about the case. She knew something about the case before she signed on, but he's not exactly sure what, okay? Or at least he would like to open the avenues in order to collect as much information as he can in preparation for actual cross-examination at trial. So I absolutely love this question.
police officer had died. And I knew that there was a trial, and I didn't know details really. I just knew that I believe I read that there was something about a car accident versus dog bites. That's about all I knew about the case.
Had you seen any photographs?
No,
So just generally knowing that there was an issue, you thought you could help because of the word dog bite in your experience?
correct.
Okay. So when you ruled out motor vehicle accident, is it fair to say that your perspective was a motor vehicle?
Okay, and then Obek says, did you watch the Commonwealth's expert? There was a hearing. Are you talking about at the time of trial or as it relates to these hearings?
Accident would have caused injuries to the other parts of the body, and that's why we consider car accident as not.
Obek said, Obek said she bets this lady owns an eye, and she probably does.
Of these abrasions.
That was not the only reason.
That was one of the reasons.
Yes,
Did you look at the wounds and you thought based on the accident, there would have been broken bones or other injuries?
that was
All right,
one of
Love said you guys better show your support and hit that like button,
the
okay?
reasons.
Okay. So
All right, I'll drop
based
the
on
link.
those two reasons and other reasons, you decided to exclude car accident as the cause of these wounds, correct?
Correct.
And when you made that decision to do that and exclude car accidents, you didn't really have the experience in car accidents to decide whether a car accident was the cause of these injuries, did you?
Mr. Brennan, I've seen thousands of car accident victims through my emergency medicine career. So I had plenty of experience.
Have you ever been?
All right,
trained-
Laugh, we're gonna get into Rickey Smiley in a little bit. I know Jasmine's gonna get up.
An accident reconstructionist.
No, I'm trained as a physician to treat car accident victims.
Thank you, Jerome. I love my co-consuls too. I love all of you.
But that's not what I asked. What I asked you is, you ever been trained as an accident reconstructionist?
No.
Have you ever taken classes and certifications in accident reconstruction?
No.
Have you ever gone to a scene of an accident and been
Yeah, laugh if you have time. You need to watch the live from last night. Towards the very end, it was just hilarious. So we had a good time.
asked to give your opinion on how to reconstruct the accident?
No.
Have you ever served as a witness in court as an
At
accident?
the time of trial, I do remember I do remember, what is this? I was gonna say the state or whatever. They're called the Commonwealth. I was gonna say of Pennsylvania, but that's not it. What are they again? What's the state? Massachusetts. Yeah, and the shake. Not the shake. The case itself is still very shaky. I do not know how the prosecution overcomes the obvious missteps that the lead investigator took. But here's my take on this case as well. All those people that were the Alberts, all the folks that were at that residence, those people are dumb. Okay, those people are dumb. None of them would have been able to concord a lie and still be able to maintain it. That's my take. But there's a Karen Reed clip it's from an interview. That's before the trial started. I'll have to find it. I know that I sent it to a friend of mine when this trial was taking place. Send it to a friend of mine. I'll have to find that trial, and then not the trial, the interview, and then we'll talk in depth about it.
Constructionist.
No.
In fact, when you decided that this accident couldn't happen, you hadn't even read the investigative reports.
Yeah, I saw. Starr had a whole bunch of people in his life because I saw it when I was on Flesh of the Gods. He had like over 100 people, and I'm like, no, if I end up touching Starr right now, we cannot focus on the real stuff. But this hearing was too fantastic for me not to cover.
Had you?
I didn't decide that an accident didn't happen.
Mhm.
What I decided was that those injuries were not from a motor vehicle accident.
When you first gave your opinion in this case, she was done.
Hold
It
on.
was done.
Mr. Leslie, next question. please.
When you
It was
first
done.
gave your opinion in this case,
Love you too, laugh.
excluding car accident, you had not even read the investigative reports in this case, had you?
Apparently, she gives off Kathy
That's
Bates.
And when you were asked about materials that you reviewed to give your opinions, you said you were just trying to focus on the
Laugh said one of y'all did not hit that like button, so go hit that like button.
wounds and you hadn't read those reports, right?
That's correct.
Have you read the reports to
Yes.
date? You now have read the reports.
Yes.
Okay. When you excluded the car accident, did you know anything about this collision between the Lexus and Mr. O'Keefe? Did you know anything about it?
Objection, Your Honor.
Can you answer that question, Dr. Leslie?
Did I know anything
Yeah.
about?
Did you know anything about how it happened?
I was somehow I knew that.
Girl, what do you
I
mean
believe I knew
somehow?
that the car was backing up. That's what I was. Somehow I got that information.
How?
So
The
when
car
you were
backed up.
excluding the collision in this differential diagnosis, did you know how fast that Lexus was going back when it struck Mr. O'Keefe?
No.
Do you know how far it traveled when it hit Mr. O'Keefe?
Objection, Your Honor.
So it's a question, the question's proper. Let's see if she can answer it. She
Yeah.
may not be able to.
And
answer it.
again, the reason why the fans, they were just they had shouting objections is because they could tell that it was crunch time and their witness was crumbling under pressure. They're trying to save her, trying to buy her time, but
Do you know how far the Lexus traveled backwards when it hit Mr. O'Keefe?
Your Honor, I'm objecting to the.
I
the assumption.
understand, counsel. Can you answer that question as asked, Dr. Leslie?
As asked, no, I don't know.
When you excluded this collision
I
as
don't know what's objectionable about that. It's either she knows or doesn't know.
differential diagnosis, did you know the angle of the collision between the car and Mr. O'Keefe?
I'm
Objection,
going
Your
to
Honor.
see counsel. It's happening.
All right, let's fast forward a little bit because I cannot. I've been trying to observe Karen, and I cannot really read her. Cannot really read her. Okay, so somebody said she's acting like she's an expert, but he's proving that she really isn't. uh, all right. Did she have? This is so random, but did she have work done to her face or something? Because I cannot figure out if this is like a poker face or she's kind of like smirking. Um. All right, let's fast forward. Let's see. Let's see. All right. Somebody said she's going down. And then somebody says, Bias Bev strikes again. Now, why is she shaking her head so, vigorously?
May I?
Yes.
Nodding.
You engaged in differential diagnosis, excluding a car collision.
There's a part that I'm really looking for. I don't know. Hopefully we get there.
As the cause of these abrasions. Did you know or learn any information about the angle of the strike between the Lexus and Mr. O'Keefe?
No,
Do you know whether or not the person, John O'Keefe, who had these abrasions on his arm, do you know if that person used his arm in any way to defend himself from an oncoming vehicle?
I considered that.
You did.
Yes.
And in considering that, did you consider the body position of John O'Keefe?
Oh, yes. I considered various possibilities.
Okay, what was his body position at the time the car allegedly collided with him?
Objection, Your Honor.
He used the word allegedly.
What was his body position?
I considered several possibilities. I considered if he was standing, I considered if he was kneeling or sitting or even lying down. I considered multiple possibilities.
Was he standing?
I don't know that. I don't know, but I considered all of those possibilities.
Was he kneeling?
I don't know.
Was he lying down?
I don't know.
So you considered all these things, but you have no information, fact, or understanding of what body position he was. Do you?
I went through the process of what the wounds would look like in those various positions.
I see. So if John O'Keefe was trying to defend himself, pulling his arm up to brace himself, what would the injuries have looked like?
Well,
That is a fantastic question. That is fantastic because she said she considered all those possibilities. Man, listen, the prosecutor did a phenomenal job with his cross-examination. Again, cross-examination is difficult for most attorneys, but he is absolutely skilled. And again, every question he asked was every question he asked was methodological, okay? And not just that, he asked his questions with precisions, and every question pretty much landed just like a punch. So that's what I absolutely loved about. I need to find his name. He was freaking fantastic. Very, he did a phenomenal job. Because again, this is not trial, but every question he asked made sense, and every question that he asked proved or disproved. You know, uh, it proved or disproved whether she could, in fact, not could, whether she meets the Daubert standard or not. And I just, man, he was freaking fantastic. He was just fantastic. Methodology. I don't know. My tongue is just twisted.
If they penetrated his clothing,
If
there
what?
was if there was penetration of his clothing,
Uh-huh.
from broken parts, for instance, they would have been quite irregular. It would not have been multiple
Stop, you're so sweet.
parallel abrasions and punctate wounds that we've seen in those pictures
How do you know that?
from my many years of experience.
Did you
Okay.
do any comparison analysis of the broken tail light in Mr. O'Keefe's arm?
Actually, eventually,
What do you mean, defense? When you say that, Brooklyn, when you say jump to cross from the defense, you'll see what a good lawyer she has. Are you referring to direct or redirect? What are you referring to? Because cross is by the by the Commonwealth. Olbeck says, I don't know if Karen did it or not. What I know is I have reasonable doubt about Karen hitting him. And then, okay, let's see. Okay. And then why do you have reasonable doubt about Karen hitting him? Where's the doubt coming from?
I did.
Before you gave these opinions, did you?
I didn't need to because I've seen
That girl said it.
thousands of accident victims.
Every accident is dynamic and changes, isn't it?
Yes, but I also had that in
Mm.
consideration. That's why people train for the number of years that I trained.
Every accident is different, isn't it?
Yes, probably.
And so you can
I read, you guys know I'm always on Reddit, but about 2 nights ago, let me see if I can find the post. I'll look for the post.
have a number of people in an accident and they can have different injuries from the same accident, can't they?
Oh, absolutely.
Right? Car drives down the street and runs into 20 people, they may all.
And again, what I loved about the prosecutor here, he's very knowledgeable. And it shows because in order for him to ask the types of questions he was asking her, he had to have enough medical background in order to corner her. So this was fantastic.
All have different injuries.
I agree.
Same car,
I agree.
might be the same speed, but they could hit people differently. Some people, unfortunately, they could kill, right?
Yes,
Some people could be catastrophically injured but still alive.
Mhm.
correct.
Some people could have scratches and bruises.
Correct.
Some people could be in that type of
That's
situation,
fantastic.
bounce off the car and escape without a scratch.
Possibly, yes.
Right. So there's no science or standard when you say car accidents would have had a certain result.
Right,
The truth is you don't know.
right,
I
right.
disagree with you.
She's defeated, but that was, man, we need to, I need a whole series on this cross-examination. The prosecutor was absolutely phenomenal.
Okay.
Did a
And
fantastic
so when
job.
you were excluding these causes, you have no idea his body position or angle, correct?
I went through various scenarios in my head.
But I'm asking
In
you-
her head. In her head. Where did they get this expert from?
Not the scenarios in your head, Dr. Russell. I'm asking you about detail, fact, science, okay? I'm asking
Right.
you, do you have any idea
Right.
the position of John O'Keefe's body when he allegedly was struck by the car?
Objection, Your Honor.
No, I'm going along.
I considered multiple scenarios.
Answer the
Tell me the
question.
facts you have.
And again, you have to focus on the questions that the defense is objecting to. Those are the questions that are absolutely destroying her credibility, destroying her so-called expertise.
Tell me the facts you have. You can tell us how is his body postured on fact. What facts do you have?
Again, I considered multiple scenarios.
When you did you go to the scene of where Mr. O'Keefe was found lying on the ground? Did you go and visit the scene?
No,
Did you take and look at photographs of the scene?
I looked at some photographs.
What did you see in those photographs?
They were very difficult. It was very difficult to see much useful information in the photographs.
When you're
So
engaging in
if
different,
it was difficult to see useful information in the photographs, why the hell are you mentioning them? Because you're trying to, I don't know.
differential diagnosis and you're excluding causes of abrasions to Mr. O'Keefe's arm, Wouldn't it be important to either go to the scene or look at clear photographs so you could see all the debris and the land and the turf and see what it looked like? Wouldn't that be important?
No, in the 30 years of or emergency medicine experience I've had, I've
Yeah,
never.
I have a remark about her, the number of years that she's been bringing up. I'm just trying to find the post. I don't know. Let me find the post. Is it here? No. That's somebody else.
Gone to the scene of a car accident victim that was brought into the emergency room.
And you've never gone into court and testified as an accident reconstruction expert.
A reconstruction expert? No,
You've
but I've
never-
testified about vehicle
And
accidents.
you've never gone to court and
Victims.
testified as a dog bite expert before this case. Yes?
I was never asked.
So, yeah, I'm sorry, folks. How's she an expert? What part of her is an expert apart from her head? Like, this is no expert.
you used to do. You treated people who came in with injuries. I'm talking
Come on.
about when you're going to exclude something as a cause.
Right.
I'm asking if you have any experience in actually going out and looking at the facts and using science to exclude something fairly.
I used medical science.
Do you know what the ground looked like where Mr. O'Keefe lay that morning?
There was snow
You know how many inches of snow were under his body?
That girl said,
under his body.
Yeah.
No,
Do you know what the ground was? Do you know if it was smooth like a turf football field or frozen jagged like dirt tends to do in the Northeast during the cold winter?
I considered several different possibilities: grass, dirt, asphalt. So I considered several different possibilities to see in my differential diagnosis.
You considered all these different possibilities, but you never even went and looked at the scene to see what it looked like, did you?
Didn't have to.
Do you know if there was twigs or roots or a brush nearby?
I don't know.
Do you know if there was a fire hydrant nearby?
There was a fire hydrant nearby.
Do you know if there was a curb nearby?
That I don't know.
So you have no idea really, other than a fire hydrant, what this area of impact, alleged impact looked like, do you?
Well, again, a curb would not have caused those wounds, so that's irrelevant.
You have no idea.
I disagree.
Okay. Did someone tell you what it looked like?
No,
Okay.
I have a comment. I'm just trying to find. I don't know how. I should have taken a screenshot. Post.
You said that you ruled out car accident or collision in part because there were no broken bones. Yes?
in part.
And we've
Except
agreed.
for, excuse me, except for no skeletal broken bones.
And we've agreed that car accidents are a dynamic process. Not all car accidents result in broken bones, do they?
That's correct.
It depends on how and where and a number of other factors in the collision. Yes,
That's why it was only one of the factors I used.
it's one of the factors you excluded. Do you know the difference in force between head-on collision and a side swipe?
I have a general idea.
Is there less
General
force
idea.
when someone is hit on the side of the car as opposed to being run over?
Is it supposed to be run over?
Yeah.
Generally, yes.
And I'm sure in your thousands of treatments, you have treated people in the hospital who have come in contact with a car who did not have broken bones.
Oh, yes.
Plenty of times,
Excuse me?
many times.
Yes, but they weren't dead. They were not dead.
Well, you don't know when Mr. O'Keefe died,
Right.
do you? Do you know what time he died?
I have a range.
You didn't think he died
She has a concept of a plan.
from the abrasions on his arm, do you?
No, he did not die from the abrasions.
Okay, he died from a break in the back of the skull from hitting the ground, right?
Oh, he died from a skull fracture and brain injury and
Yes.
hypothermia.
Hypothermia.
Yeah, not from an abrasion to his skull.
Right. The abrasion for his arm had nothing to do with his death, did it?
It did not cause the death.
And so, is there a difference between the force when a car hits somebody directly on or hits them on the side?
Generally, yes.
Right. And you've seen many times somebody has been in contact with the motor vehicle with no broken bones, many times.
I have seen that, yes.
I mean, there's a difference between being run over and hitting the side of a car, isn't there?
That's correct.
So if someone didn't hit them,
I'm trying to find. Hold on. Let me see. What's here? What's here? I'm way behind, but I'm trying to find. What's up, Jason? How you doing? How's your daughter doing? Brooklyn says this was a knockout by the prosecutor. Yeah, it was fantastic. I loved it. I'm trying to find the subreddit because I thought that if I go to my history, I should be able to see everything I've read in the past few days, but I don't know.
That might be different than being run over in the middle of a crosswalk in the middle of the car. Yes?
Yes, that'd be correct, but you have to put it in context.
Why are you yelling?
Now, you said in addition to your experience treating injuries, you also have experience as a police officer.
That girl said
And
she
you
was
responded to many
the
car collisions as a police officer, didn't you?
I did.
And when you respond to car collisions, whether it's a pedestrian or another car, there are certain things as a detective you detect that are in the street, right?
As a detective?
Yeah, a detective or a police officer, as you go to a scene
Mhm.
and there's a collision, you certainly see things often.
Should I guess the history on Reddit only goes back what? Can only go back so far. In any event, let me see. Recent. No, I don't have. Never mind. 26 days ago. That's not gonna work. Hold on. Maybe this. No, I don't have. That's not gonna work. I was trying to find a post. Let me look to other places. Hold on.
As
Yes.
a result of the collision, don't you?
Yes.
Tell us some of the things that you'll see as a police officer after a collision. What do you see?
After a collision, you oftentimes see debris from the car,
Right,
from the
debris from the
vehicles.
car.
Yes,
You can see rubber, right?
probably. I don't know if I have. Yes,
Sometimes metal pieces, parts of the car.
right.
And sometimes when there's a collision, maybe often, you see glass, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Yeah, glass breaks when a car collides with something oftentimes.
He's
doesn't it?
talking to her like a little kid.
And so when you were doing this, engaging in this differential diagnosis,
Hmm.
did you consider the circumstances, the physical evidence at the scene from where Mr. O'Keefe was found?
I considered the possibilities. Yes,
Okay, well, there's a phrase, getting knocked out of one's shoes. You've heard that phrase, right?
I've heard the phrase.
Well, you've heard the phrase in relation to car collisions, haven't you? A person getting knocked out of their shoes.
And other things. Yes.
Yeah, but not other things. We're talking about car collisions.
Okay.
That's what we want to talk about today.
Okay.
You've heard the phrase knocked out of one's shoes in car collisions, haven't you?
Yes.
Yes, because the force is so great when a car hits a body, it moves the body, and the shoe from friction on the ground can sometimes be left behind. Yes?
I don't know the actual causation, but yes.
Well, you did know in your review of this case that at the very area where that car backed up and Mr. O'Keefe was found, one of his sneakers was found next to the curb on the street. You know that, don't you?
Objection, Your Honor.
Are you aware of that fact?
No.
Okay, next question.
You were never given any of the information, the physical evidence at the scene where Mr. O'Keefe was found to help you engage in this differential diagnosis?
I eventually saw
Let's quickly go back. Hold on.
You were never given any
Are you aware of that fact?
found area. Well, you did know in your review of this case that at the very area where that car backed up and Mr. O'Keefe was found, one of his sneakers was found next to the curb on the street. You know that, don't you?
Objection, Your Honor.
They're
Are you
panicking.
aware of that fact?
no.
Okay, next
Defense is panicking. So this is what I was going to talk about a little bit here. Defense, based on my, I don't want to say assessment, but based on my viewership of today's hearing, okay, it was very clear that defense did not adequately prepare their expert witness. And now that I think about it, considering that she volunteered her services, I guess if somebody volunteers their services, you assume they know what they're doing, right? Because that creates a bit of a problem because this is not an expert witness the defense sought out. It's not somebody they retained. So it's not necessarily somebody that they were necessarily prepared to prepare, if that makes sense. Let me talk about it from this perspective. Okay, we're going to go back to workers' compensation because that's what I do and that's what I know. So in workers' compensation, I don't know if you guys have ever seen like videos where there's a video that keeps playing in my mind. I believe I had seen it on YouTube, and this was many years ago. It was some lady that had filed some type of claim. She had filed a claim against an insurance company, and she was seen out in public. The imagery that I have of her was her walking around in a park or something, engaging in conduct and activity that she claimed she could not perform due to an accident, maybe a slip and fall or something along those lines. So in workers' compensation, it is not uncommon for our clients to be under surveillance. Okay, again, we're working with insurance companies, and insurance companies do not want to pay. If they can find a way out of paying benefits of any kind or even settling a case, then they're going to pursue that avenue. So oftentimes clients are under surveillance. Okay. So let me put it to you this way. So if I have a client that is under surveillance, that they're doing something they really should not be doing, and sometimes people just cannot help themselves, especially when it comes to older men that have worked heavy exertional jobs all their lives. They're used to working. They're not used to sitting back, having somebody help them move things, this and that. Okay. So under those circumstances, it is not uncommon for a client to be, to basically have to be caught on surveillance at a Home Depot carrying, I don't know, a 50-pound bag of something, okay? Something they're not supposed to be doing. Under those circumstances, those facts are obviously terrible for my client and our case, okay? It could potentially destroy the case. But even though those facts are not good, they're not great, and they're probably going to destroy the client's claim. When I have an expert, okay, I prepare the expert. Part of preparing the expert is turning over the surveillance footage of my client engaging in activity he's not supposed to be engaging in. And once you hand that over to them, you ask the expert, does this change your opinion about X, Y, and Z? Does this change, So in this case, this witness was not prepared. It was not prepared. They had not, again, part of it is the attorney's fault, but the other part why probably the attorneys did not do this is because maybe, again, they did not retain her from the very beginning. So they just assumed that she says she's an expert, and she, if she's talking about her credentials and how she has practiced for 30 years doing XYZ, then if they just went by her word, again, what we gathered from here, she's no dog bite expert. She's not testified in a similar case prior to this case. So there are definitely a lapse there. As far as preparation, she was not adequately prepared, and the defense should, again, it's not their burden to prove, but they should not have discounted the bad facts that do not exonerate what's her name, Karen Reed.
You were never given any of the information, the physical evidence at the scene where Mr. O'Keefe was found to help you engage in this differential diagnosis?
I eventually saw reports.
So you do know. You do know about the sneaker.
I also, well,
What
I
about-
don't know that. I don't know where the sneaker was found. No.
Well, what do you know about the sneaker? It sounds like you know a little bit about the sneaker. Tell us
No,
what you-
well, I know that in hypothermia, there's a condition called paradoxical undressing, where people are sometimes are found without their clothes and shoes.
Yeah.
Was
Because
Mr.
it's a, so, and in this case, there was hypothermia.
Do you have any opinion that Mr. O'Keefe undressed his shoe before he
Exactly.
died?
I have no opinion.
Do
Exactly.
you have any information, evidence to support such a?
And
comment like
again,
that?
this is what I liked about the prosecution, because this so-called expert is trying to wiggle. First and foremost, she had no knowledge about the shoe. Okay, and apart from that, she tried to wiggle her way out of that by claiming that she read reports, and then suddenly she moved on to how some folks apparently undress during a case of hypothermia. But again, the prosecution did not let up. The prosecution held her feet to the fire. So this was absolutely brilliant. This is how you cross-examine.
I'm just advising you that there is a phenomenon called
Now she's just
paradoxical
hypothesizing.
undressing. So that is possibly a cause.
In that phenomenon, does somebody take off one shoe and leave all their other clothes on?
It's possible they
Yeah.
could, yeah.
Right, and you have a case that you've seen
No,
just like that?
I have not.
And again, because she's talking about how it's possible, he is not letting up. He's basically trying to show that she's BSing. And she, in the very end, has to admit that she's actually BSing.
And so in this case, at what point did you learn that Mr. O'Keefe was knocked out of his shoe?
I don't know.
Objection, Your Honor.
Phrase it differently.
At what point in this case did you learn that Mr. O'Keefe's body was about 7 feet off the street, fully clothed, not undressing himself, and that his sneaker was on the roadway right next to the curb?
Objection, Your Honor. Same page.
So, did you learn that fact?
No,
Next question.
So as you sit here and testify today, you didn't know that?
that's correct.
When you're ruling out,
Absolutely. Again, the defense failed. You prepare your witness. You turn over everything. I mean, she's the expert. So there's absolutely no reason why she does not know all the facts in this case.
car collision and you're different.
Hold on, let me read these comments. Okay, so Olbag says we should watch Stars live right now. No, Olbag, I'm not going to Star right now. We can do that on Friday. And then Olbag says he's going off about Kayla. Yeah, we can do that on Friday. On Friday, I'm going to be doing my laundry. I'm going to be waiting for my man so I can pick him up. We can get into the mess, but I wanted to focus on something more serious now. And Jerome says somebody's flipping. I don't know who. I seen that. Okay, here's a bug. Okay, I'm gonna skip through these. Hold on. I'm gonna play this.
Differential diagnosis. Wouldn't it be helpful to know a little bit about the physical evidence of where it was found at the scene?
Again, my focus is injuries. The injuries caused by car accidents.
Jason and everybody else, please tell Star not to private his video. I don't want him to take him out. I don't want him to take his video down. He needs to keep that video up until until I get to watch it. Until I get to watch it on Friday. So he needs to keep it up. Brooklyn wants some. Okay. All right. And listen, Love said 3 people did not hit that like button. You guys better hit that like button. Okay. I think she did okay, but I watched the first trial. When you say she, who are you referring to? Let's see. Okay, hold on. Let me play this.
Not the scene itself,
Right.
injuries. So that's what I focused in.
A dog wouldn't knock somebody out of their shoe, would they?
What's up, Allie and Junior Co-Counsel?
Excuse me?
A dog wouldn't knock somebody out of their shoe, would they?
I don't think so.
And
Um,
the questions were brilliant.
when you were excluding car collision as the cause of these abrasions, and
Okay, so Brooklyn said maybe we can put him in the corner, picture in picture. Brooklyn, I don't really know how this StreamYard stuff work. Like, that. You're here every single day or every other day. I do not know how that stuff works. So I created that little banner. I'm not even able to get the banner to play, so we're not gonna mess around right now. I'm gonna need I'm gonna have to send an email to my goal survivor and see if she can walk me through some of this YouTube stuff. Because I created a banner. I'm not going to put it up right now because I don't want to mess up this stream. I created a banner. I just do not know why my banner is not sure. I don't know. Something's going on. But yeah. Let's see. I'm trying to read all these messages. I cannot keep up. All right, let me play the video.
you consider circumstantial evidence as a police officer. If there was trace
This was
evidence,
absolutely fantastic because she's the one that brought up her experience as a police officer, and the prosecutor is not letting up at all. And this was absolutely freaking tastic, beautiful.
on that shattered taillight, would you want to know about that?
Yes, I would.
Yes. And DNA is a form of trace evidence, isn't it?
Yes.
It's a pretty sound piece of trace evidence.
Jason, I'm dealing with issues here. I have a 10-year-old that just refuses to go to sleep. So sometimes she has to learn hard lessons, and she'll be complaining and she'll be very upset in the morning because we get up really early. We get up like 5:30. We're up.
Wouldn't you say?
Yes, if collected properly and trained by evidence, yes.
Right. One of the most formidable pieces of scientific evidence that is used in medicine and science, isn't it?
In forensics, yes.
Yeah, forensics. And so when you used differential diagnosis and excluded the car collision as the cause of the abrasions to John O'Keefe's arm, did you know that there was DNA on the taillight of the defendant's car?
I did not know that.
My goodness.
To know.
Listen, Obeg, I need you to come back here. Obeg, I need you to come back here. Come back here, Obeg. Obeg, I'm going to drop this link. Obeg, I need you to get on this live right now. Explain this to me. Explain this to me. Explain this to me.
Did the car collision as the cause of the abrasions to John O'Keefe's arm? Did you know that there was DNA on the taillight of the defendant's car?
I did not know that.
What witness? Listen, hello. What? How? And the defense has absolutely failed in preparing. They have failed in preparing their witness, and it's unacceptable. It is absolutely unacceptable. Again, the prosecutor did a fantastic job.
Would you wanted to have known if there was DNA, particularly would you wanted to have known if the DNA on the taillight of the shattered taillight was John O'Keefe's DNA? Would you want to know that in your differential diagnosis?
That would be helpful. However, again,
Jerome, is that your birthday, or is it your birthday the day after? Is it Valentine's Day?
that the car accident did not cause that configuration of wounds.
And when you're considering the cause of the wounds and you're trying to rule out car accident, you know that that taillight had been shattered, leaving glass and jagged edges. If you had known there was John O'Keefe's DNA on that taillight, would you?
Okay, hopefully somebody filled laugh in on Star. I did not know about Star until, I think it was Jerome and Jasmine that actually got me into Star. So Star is a YouTuber and he's very entertaining, but his behavior does seem to be erratic sometimes. And I've had moments where I was concerned about whether he's okay or not. Okay. But And again, that's kind of a caution because he appears to be entertaining, but is he actually okay? Is he okay? Because if somebody is not okay and they are in crisis or they could use some help, then it's not, and it's not really entertaining because it's just kind of sad. But yeah, he's a YouTuber. He's a YouTuber. Hold on. Let me play this.
You wanted to have taken a closer study of the taillight casing and the broken glass.
I don't think it was necessary. Those wounds are so characteristic of a dog attack.
Do you know there was
Something
other
of
trace
the
evidence on the
So Brooklyn, I see you're trying to come up here, but it says device not connected. I don't know what that means. Oh, I can add you. Brooklyn, is that you? What's up, Brooklyn? Brooklyn, is that you? Unmute your mic. I know Brooklyn will eventually get up when he feels like it, but
back of Mr. Reed's car that morning?
Such as?
Hair?
Brooklyn's up there, yeah.
You didn't know that one of John O'Keefe's hair was left on the bumper?
No?
This
And
is
engaging in
no. OBAG. You need to invest in a new iron, girl. Like invest in a new iron. What is this? How could you possibly have found the so-called expert to be credible? In what? No.
differential diagnosis.
No.
Considering the
This
mechanics
is
of injury,
unacceptable.
wouldn't it be important to know that the trace evidence coming from John O'Keefe was left not only on the defendant's
Laugh,
car,
you're so funny. What do you want to be like? Okay, I can really laugh at anything and everything, but we'll bring what time? How are we doing on time? I'm liking. I know I'd said 10:35. We might be up here a bit longer because before we get to Ricky Smiley, or maybe we'll reserve Ricky Smiley for tomorrow. But this was Brooklyn. What happened to you? This was a fantastic cross-examination. So that's why I want to stick with it just a little longer.
but in the particular area where the damage to the car, the taillight.
Objection, Your Honor.
Were you aware of that fact, Dr. Russell?
No.
Next question.
Yeah, she did not know Jack. And again, you have to focus on the questions that the defense is quick to object. So
Where the damage to the car, the taillight.
Objection, Your Honor.
Were you aware of that fact, Dr. Russell?
No.
Next question.
my goodness.
When you were
That girl,
excluding
that girl's crazy. That girl.
a car collision as the cause, did you?
I know
did
something
Ricky share with you
my mic. Something happened to my mic, but we need some more Shell Cal interviews.
the digital forensics, the black box information showing and demonstrating where the car was, the speed it went back and the distance? Did anybody share that with you?
No.
Did you know that John O'Keefe had a cell phone?
Mm.
Not surprised.
And do you know that at a certain point when that car left, his cell phone, which was found near his body, never moved? Did you know that?
I read that, yes.
And when you were using differential diagnosis and
Yeah, Jason. So she had testified at the first trial, but now, now they're saying she's not qualified. She's not qualified. And I mean, this woman is not qualified. Because I remember the first trial and I was like, what is she talking about? But now I'm really like, what is she talking about? Because had she testified, not even had she testified, had the previous prosecutor been as skilled to cross-examine on these very points, it would have been very problematic. But I'm still, as far as Karen Reed, as far as this trial is concerned, right? Um, mm, I don't know. I'm still kind of, I'm not torn in the sense of, I just do not know how the prosecution will be able to prove their case beyond a reasonable doubt, because a lot of their bad facts will continue to exist. Typically, retrials tend to favor the prosecution, with the exception of if you go to Mississippi and you look up, I think it was Mississippi v. Flowers or Flowers v. Mississippi. Um, so, not always the case, but, and I mean, if we go to the Armstrong kid, I keep I keep forgetting that kid's name. He's out of Texas. I think he was Katy, Texas, or someplace. But first trial, mistrial, second trial, conviction. So retrials do tend to favor the prosecution. And I mean, with this prosecutor that's currently cross-examining, definitely far skilled. Uh, but I don't know how they're going to overcome, what was his name, detective somebody, the lead investigator. I forgot his name. I don't know how they can overcome those bad facts. Okay, love, I'm glad that you got home safely. Why are you sitting in the parking lot? Why are you sitting in the parking lot? What's going on, laugh? What's going on? And then let's see. Ellie says, junior co-counsel said, that girl said, shout out to me. Shout out to junior co-counsel. That's so funny. So, um, okay. So Brooklyn says, yeah, don't know why they want her out this time because she's full of BS. And then here's the thing again. Um, this supposed expert or this proposed expert, she's not a fantastic expert. She's not great, but her mere presence as a defense expert muddies the water. Okay, so she's still great. She's still good news for Karen Reed, but she's absolutely bad news for the prosecution. So that it makes sense why they want her off. Um, and the other thing about her is because she's like Vivarito, okay? She has Vivarito moments. That point when Vivarito tried to highlight a specific, I forget the fact that she was trying to highlight for the judge on the warrant, okay? And I don't remember what the question was, but let me see. I think it was Max Shard. He had brought out facts that she was not aware of, okay? And he basically asked her that, had you known of these facts, would your opinion have changed? And she stuck to her guns and she said no. That, in essence, that is what this expert here has been doing, right? Despite her lack of knowledge of material information, her opinion would not have changed. So, from a defendant's perspective, it's brilliant because you want your expert to be stubborn. Okay, you want your expert to be stubborn. As far as trial matters are concerned, you definitely want your expert to stick to their guns even if they're wrong. I hate to say that, but even if they're wrong, you want them to be firm. You want them to be firm in their errors. Okay, that's really what you want from your expert, right? um it does not look good to it kind of depends, because even the lay folks are, they're wishy-washy depending on who they're supporting. But from a juror perspective, it even her shaky so-called expert testimony is sufficient to create some doubt. So that's why who Karen Reed wants her there, and that's why the prosecution um I know, man, Jasmine. leave that man alone. Leave that man alone. That's all I'm gonna say. Leave that man alone. Um, okay. Okay, so you're off. Love, when you say you're off on Thursday, is that your only day off, or are you off on the week? I guess if you say only, it means only Thursday. But okay, all right, let's play this.
I'm thinking about the potential causes of abrasions in the arm. Does it seem important to you that all these facts
So Jerome said, if you get Brooklyn, this is exclusive. Brooklyn was up here. I don't know why he disappeared.
coincided? The car reverse, the damage, John O'Keefe on the ground, the phone under him.
All right, and then Allie. All right, Allie.
Objection, Your Honor.
And then I did not know that I'm going to be able to reply tonight, but you know the drill.
I'm going to allow that question.
Did you consider those things, Dr. Russell?
As I mentioned,
Yeah, Love, you absolutely need a vacation, girl. You need a vacation. You need a vacation. Come with me to Cuba. I'm so upset, you guys. Today is one of those days where I get upset about anything and everything. But never mind. Let me leave it right there. Let me
earlier, I considered various possibilities of a car accident and pedestrian.
So Jerome said, if you get old back on the panel, lunch is on me for everybody. But Jerome, remember, you still did not cash app. You still did not cash app Jasmine her money, honey. Okay. And then Love said she can listen to me all night. But your man will be jealous. That man is too busy trying to build computers. Like he's not. Here's the thing. I talk a lot, and sometimes, I mean, my man and I have good discussions. We talk politics, we talk socialism, we talk about anything and everything. We can talk about anything and everything. But I also like to gossip. I love to gossip, and he is not into that. So he is relieved. And I mean, I do tell him a lot of stuff like my job, man. Sometimes folks be doing things they have no business doing. So I do love to gossip. He's not into that. So he's out there building computers. He's not even concerned with me right now. And then Brooklyn says this MacBook really sucks. I'm too invested in Apple. About time to switch to Windows or but I am on a MacBook. I don't know, just download Google Chrome. I'm way behind with these comments. Download Google Chrome and then try and get up here. Okay, and then Jerome says drop the link again. Please, I'm listening. I want to hear the chat. Okay. Yeah, I'm way behind, you guys. I'm way behind. I dropped the link. That was, I don't know, like an hour later. No, it's actually not that long. It's just 10 minutes. Okay, Love says I will have to wear a diaper if you have to do Shell Kell again, because baby. Yeah, I don't know. I think to be on the safe side, Love, you need to wear a diaper every time you get on this. Get yourself some Depends every time you get on this live, because we just don't know. Sometimes I'm a little more serious. Other times I'm just, okay. Browser, but then my mic and camera goes off. I have so much to argue. I mean, you can type, or I can call you. Do you want me to call you? I can give you a phone. I can place a phone call. Do you want me to call you? Let's see. All right, I think I've caught up, man. Oh man, my girl Tatiana is in here. Hey Tatiana, how you doing? Tatiana's in here. All right, let's see. So apparently Jasmine sent the money back. No. Well, thank you, Tatiana. I know. Okay. All right, let's go. Hey, hon, how are things?
I should say. And I went through many scenarios
Brooklyn, if you want me to call you on your cell phone, just let me know and I'll call you.
in my
If you want to argue, I'm ready to argue tonight. I'm ready to argue.
head. And
I've been so peaceful, you guys. Today, I have not bothered that man not one time. I mean, I did start, but I'm like, no. But I'm hormonal, okay? I'm on my period. So when I'm on my period, I have problems. So I've not bothered that man one time, no one time today. So we're good.
no car accident scenario could create that configuration of wounds that's on the arm.
There we go. The
You've
X.
done advanced studies on wounds related to car accidents and broken taillights?
I've seen thousands.
Have you done any studies?
And the question is whether you've done studies. She has seen.
Do you have any journals?
Just
that you
answer the
rely on
question.
to say that there's a expected
Answer the
pattern
question.
that's going to happen when a taillight intrudes through a sweater and into one's skin?
Yes, there are many textbooks that I have relied on.
Okay.
It's a fundamental area of study in forensic medicine and emergency medicine. And in fact, the examination of the exterior of the body in a motor vehicle accident case is emphasized, and special lectures are given about that topic to the forensic
That girl said special
You never examined
lectures.
John O'Keefe's body.
by photographs. Yes,
You never examined his body.
personally.
And you
no.
see, now she's relying on the photographs. And if I remember correctly, just a while back, she mentioned how you could not really see much in the photographs. So, sister's all over the place.
Personally, you never examined his body.
I never touched his body. I examined
No,
the photographs
you
that were taken in the hospital and in the coroner's office, medical
you're-
examiner's office.
When you're treating at the hospital and people are coming in telling you there was a dog bite, you're relying on that reporter's history, aren't you?
Usually, yes,
Or an eyewitness who saw it and told you about it.
correct.
When I asked you before when we were here the last time about any cases where you had to make a diagnosis without information, you couldn't point to one. I asked you to give me one example, and you couldn't give me an example, could you?
I don't remember patients' names.
And so when you rely on the reporter
No, there
as
she
a
is.
medical expert, you take what they say,
So somebody called her Granny Cop. Yeah.
right? And you assume it's true.
Oh, not always.
I
No.
see. You
No,
look and see if it's
absolutely
not.
not.
Objection,
One,
Your Honor.
excuse me, one person speaks at a time. Let
Please.
her answer, Mr. Brennan.
No, I don't always take what they say as true because there's many reasons why people do not tell the truth.
Did somebody ever come in and say it was a dog bite and you did differential diagnosis and pattern recognition analysis and determined they were lying, it was not a dog bite?
No.
All the
So,
hundreds,
yeah, man, listen. This prosecutor was this was magnificent. This was magnificent. He did not let up not one time. And she just kept, I need to go back one more time. Because he was freaking fantastic.
Because there's many reasons why people do not tell
Listen
the
to
truth.
that.
did somebody ever come in and say
Listen to
it was a
that.
dog bite and you did differential diagnosis and pattern recognition analysis and determined they were lying, it was not a dog bite?
No.
Listen to that. After she just claimed that they're man, Granny Cop. That's what they're calling her. But sheesh, expert where? This woman has the same expert credentials as Viverito. Nobody can tell me otherwise.
In all the hundreds, thousands of cases, never has anybody reported to you a dog bite and you determined independently through your powers that it wasn't a dog bite.
Not dog bites, but other wounds, gunshot wounds, stab wounds, many other kinds of
Well,
wounds.
thank you, Laugh. I appreciate both of you. I appreciate both of you.
People report that they occur a certain way, and actually they have.
With respect to dog bites,
Mhm.
every time you've treated a patient, they've either told you
I
what
actually
happened.
love pomegranates. It's probably I don't have favorite thing. I have a favorite color and I have a favorite daughter. I have a favorite kid. But other than that, I don't have. Do I have Do I have favorite fruit? I know I do love pomegranate though. No, this weekend I am going to be on the hunt for some Reed's Jamaican beer. I'm not drinking. Am I drinking? Am I not? I'm probably not drinking. But as far as next weekend, when I go 50 big, man, I don't know. I'm doing all this talking. I'm lightweight. I'm like featherweight. So I could probably only have a glass of wine and I'll be, flailing all over the floor.
Or somebody with them has told you what happened.
Or they didn't know what happened.
Okay. In this case, when you were excluding the collision as the cause of the abrasions on Mr. O'Keefe's arm, did you look at witness statements?
As far as I know, there were no witnesses to the event.
Okay, well,
Don't stutter.
did you read the testimony of Officer Saraf? Because the witness who talked to him.
Yeah, like she did not. What kind of expert is this? What?
Was Karen Reed. Did you read that?
Objection, Your Honor.
So ask the
And
question.
every time she's cornered, she closes her little eyes. She closes her little eyes. Hey, Jazzy,
Hey,
girl.
I was not gonna go without you hearing my voice before you get off this live.
Oh, okay, I appreciate that. What star talking?
Girl,
Need to find him a nickname though. I don't want to
this
be.
man crazy. Kayla get in the chat, he start getting respectful. He done called her all kind of bees and stuff before. Then when she get in there, he's so respectful. Then she leave again, then he start talking crap again. Now she back in the chat again, and now he being respectful again. This man done went through 15 million emotions in
Oh, yeah.
5 minutes.
Maybe she needs to live in his chat.
No, she don't even need to entertain him because all he wants is clout. Don't even entertain him because he's not relevant. Nobody knows who he is, and
Ooh,
if she
girl,
pay him,
you know
listen
that
to,
man's relevant. We're always out there. What are you talking about, Jazz?
he's relevant to a few people,
He
but
is relevant.
he wants some real clout. He want blogs and these big YouTube people to say, "Oh, Kayla got into it with such and such such such, and this is what happened," and
Oh
then now
yeah.
he big. Nah, ain't nobody going for it.
Oh, okay,
I
okay.
told her not to. No, don't even entertain him. But
Where?
she in the chat because he talking crazy. Well, no, she don't even care that he talking about he he lied. Well, he's saying that she lied, even though she got proof. And
Yeah.
then she only mad right now because he talking about I'm gonna get you disbarred. Now he's talking about show me when I said I'm gonna get you disbarred. He just said it tonight.
Shoot.
He just said it. He said at the beginning of his chat. I mean, at the beginning of his live, like you cannot be that toe up that you don't remember what you said. You said it in the beginning of your live that you gonna get her disbarred.
I don't know. Maybe he is.
This man crazy.
He has a little amnesia. He has
Okay.
selective memory. What do you think about this Karen Reed case? Have you what is this? Have you seen?
Mm-mm.
I don't
I
know.
haven't followed this. I've been on that Melly thing today because I don't like how the judge is doing him.
No, what is it doing? I mean, I need to read. I want to
You
read.
need to, yeah, you need to get into these 2 days, honey. His what was it? YNW
Why?
YNW Mel, yeah, his lawyer is up on the investigation for some
Yeah,
type of, I think it's witness tampering or something, and then the judge told the DA's office. He told them that they were supposed to bring information, like they were supposed to bring like his whole file, all the information that they have on him, so that he can, determine if he want to trade, if he want to get rid of his counsel and get
if
new
he wants to
counsel,
waive or not, waive the conflict.
and yeah, to get rid of the counsel that he has and get new counsel,
Yeah,
based off of the information that they have. They come
yeah.
to court today. They tell the judge, we're not doing that, and the judge go for it. Like, this
I,
man
I
is
need to
facing
take.
the death penalty.
I need to take a closer look at it,
Yeah,
but
it's deep.
yeah, because I actually want to read the actual filing. I want to read the court filings. I don't just want to rely on uh
Yeah, it's deep.
on crime.
It's just day two. and
Yeah,
it's a lot going
we can
on.
do
Like
that.
you thought YSL trial was messy. It's just day 2, and these folks tripping out.
Yeah, we can do that over the weekend. Again, like next week on Thursday, I'll be on the road. Friday, I'm working, and then after that, I'm doing 50 big. And then Saturday, I'm also working. And then, girl, what are you drinking?
Who, me?
Yeah, was it a glass?
Oh, no, 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 no.
Oh, okay. I was like, what? Okay. Yeah, we'll eventually get into it. I need my man to come up here and fix. It's not broken, but I don't have enough room on my computer, so I'm not really able to, not that I'm not able to edit videos. Um that's how I actually ended up doing live videos, because I was cheating the system. I realized that if I do live videos, I don't have to I don't need memory on my actual computer. So yeah, in any event, we'll eventually get into it. But his attorney, the lady, I remember because I followed the first trial, and it was previously brought up that she has some type of shady history, allegedly. Okay. From my understanding, she has a conviction of some kind. I don't know what she was doing. I'll have to look that up again. I don't remember if it was a DWI or if it was assault or something along this. I don't know, but she's she gets down allegedly. So yeah, she's not messing around. But I need to take a look. I need to take a look at that. Let me see what's Jason saying. Let's let's see. Oh no, you guys are talking to each other.
Jason,
So last
just cause that man got a girl and kids, don't mean nothing in Atlanta.
what's
Okay.
that? What's that? What are you guys talking about?
No, laugh as if it Star was gay. And
I-
Jason
what the
Jason said he got a girl and kids. But in Atlanta,
hell?
baby,
Oh
that
no,
don't
these are
mean
allegations.
nothing.
Jasmine, listen, let me put my little message up. Let me put
No,
my little
I'm not
message
saying
up.
he is.
Let me
I'm not
put my
saying
little
yeah, I ain't saying he is. I'm
shout
just
out to
saying
all
that
gay
that don't mean
folks.
nothing. There's a lot of gay guys in Atlanta that got kids now. A lot.
All right.
Sassy ones too. I'm talking about the 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 girls. The girls, they be having kids.
Okay. I don't know.
But that ain't none of my
Reproductive
business.
organs still work. So the
Yeah.
reproductive organs still work. They continue to work. So, you know. Yeah, let's see. Let's
And
see.
and being gang related don't mean he that too, because I don't nope. I don't know if y'all, I mean, I'm just saying, cause it's a whole man out here saying that he was taking care of threat and got video and all type stuff like that too.
Wait, what?
Oh no, see, this is
Oh, now
exclusive
you need to talk.
Atlanta
I'm sorry. Now you need
news.
to talk.
Atlanta news, honey. Tune in.
No, tell me. That's why you're up here.
No, threat was messing with a dude
Oh, really?
before he passed. Yes.
Allegedly. Oof.
It
Okay.
ain't alleged. The man got receipts.
No, no, I don't know. So I'm just gonna say, I am just gonna say allegedly. Okay, okay.
But yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right,
Hey. But no, that's either here nor there.
all right, all right, all right, all right.
You getting ready for your man, girl?
To my man, I'm on my period, but yeah.
Oh well, at least you know it'll be gone by the time you get here.
No. According to this Flow app,
Well, you know what?
uh,
First 48. Lay them towels down, get in the shower, whatever you
that's
gotta
what I was telling him.
do.
That's what
the
I was
room,
telling
the
him.
room gonna look like first 48.
Listen, I need to. I need to go find. Listen, there's a video of Shannon Sharp and Ocho. I had sent it
Mhm.
to him. I don't know. I need to find it because Ocho was trying to put what's his name Shannon up on game, but
Mhm.
he was not going for it. I'm like, man, Come
But you
on.
know, hot water is supposed to stop the flow also. You lay in a hot tub, it could stop the flow also.
Do you guys hear this? Do you guys hear this advice that Jasmine is?
I mean,
No, according to this Flow app, I should be good by, latest. It says it's gonna end on Friday. I hope that's actually true. But
you probably should have took a plan B and it would have
no,
just
that's
knocked it
gonna
off or something.
no, that is definitely gonna mess up my cycle because I need to make sure that I'm good for Cuba. So right now my cycle, the dates are proper. They're aligned.
See, if
I
you
mean
was
it's
on birth control, you could have knocked it off too.
gonna I cannot take birth control. I'm allergic to most of them. So
Oh, that sucks.
yeah, yeah. I mean that's why I do get emotional after I take these Plan Bs. They make me depressed or whatever. But
I was wondering why you taking so many Plan Bs. I'm like, Plan Bs are not cheap, number one. And I'm like,
yeah,
she won't just get on birth control, but now I know. Okay. I
yeah, no, but
understand.
I even because I tried the pill. That stuff did not work. I was like throwing up every single day. Okay, and I did not even get on birth control until I was like in my late 20s. So I'm kind of late to the game.
Oh
But
well, I'm like Jason. You might be on your cycle, but your mouth ain't on cycle. So so you know what's going.
he said what?
You
He
love
said,
the topic of top. So it look
he
like
said
it's gonna be a top week.
that's crazy. That is crazy. That is so wild. He said,
Ain't
he
nothing
said
wrong
what
with your
that
mouth, Taylor.
mouth. Oh my goodness, you guys are hilarious. Yeah, but I ended up taking. There was a time I got impatient and I ended up taking what is this? The depot shot. Girl,
Yeah.
tell me why I ended up with low extremity edema. Like,
Really?
yeah. So birth control and I, we don't go together. We do.
Yeah, cause you know with Depo, like you have to get it either 7 days before your cycle starts, while you're on your cycle, or within 7 days after your cycle goes off. But when I was on Depo, like the first time I got my Depo shot, I got it while I was on my cycle, and I stayed on my cycle for 3 months until I got my next Depo shot.
No.
Yep.
I'd rather be pregnant.
I was I was I was
Mm-mm.
young then. I was like I might have been like 21, 22 then.
Oh no.
Stayed
I
on for the whole 3 months. Yep.
for 3 months. No. I cannot do that. I'd rather be pregnant. But no, I'm
But
serious.
after that, I didn't have another one. I didn't have another one again until 6 months after I stopped taking the depot.
Dang, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I have my PCP visit sometime in January. So I'm gonna try non-hormonal birth control, but I'm like, I don't want that shit to mess with me. We'll see though.
Yeah. And then I found out that my man's bond is higher than what I told you
How
yesterday.
much is it? My goodness.
$111,250.
Black
$250.
Jesus. Black Jesus. So what are you gonna do, Jasmine?
Nothing. I don't need nothing but 6,000 to get him out.
Dang.
I'm gonna get him out. The man is coming home.
Have him home in time for my birthday.
Oh yeah, he gonna be home before your birthday.
Oh, okay. I need you guys to celebrate. I
Cause
need you guys to do 50 big.
I ain't had none in 3 months. My man coming home.
Oh, yeah. You said you're going to give that man tough, huh?
Well, no, I might not be doing that, but he might
Why?
be giving me top. I deserve it. I've been holding it down. What you mean? I deserve the top.
Why for For bonding him out.
No, for holding it down, period.
He hold it down.
What you mean? I'm holding it down, shoot. I deserve all the top.
That's true. You do deserve all the top. You're strong. You are strong, honey.
That's my man. 10 years, honey. That's my man. 10
Oh,
years. I ain't going nowhere.
oh, okay. All right, Big Jazzy. That girl's about to go bomb her man. Break him out of jail.
Honey, if I could have broke him out, he would have been broke out.
That girl is gonna break him out of jail.
Shit, it'll probably be easier to break him out of Fulton County than it would Clayton County, because Clayton County is worse than Fulton County. I don't care what nobody say.
Oh my goodness, Jasmine. Well, when are you going to get him?
He'll be home. He'll be home by
You
this
need to
weekend.
report or something.
I told you his lawyer had waived his preliminary hearing just so
Yeah.
he could get a bond. So he would have to wait 45 days even for them to consider lowering the bond. And I'm not doing it.
No,
This
that's
the
too.
longest me and my man ever been. Since we've been together, these are the first holidays that we have been apart. Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's. These are the first holidays that we've ever been
Dang.
apart.
All
Yes.
three?
All three. Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's.
That's
Not finna happen. We ain't finna miss Valentine's Day. You got no,
Is that
not
it?
happening. Not happening.
That girl has plans.
I
That girl has Valentine. Did you buy a thought outfit or no?
keep thought outfits. He know what's going on.
Well, okay.
And we
All
ain't been together 10 years for nothing.
right. Jasmine, you're cracking me up. Well, I'm waiting for my Shein order to arrive.
What you get? What did you get? You got something off Shein.
Yeah, listen, I had to get some stuff. I hate color. You guys are gonna hear that over and over again. I really hate bright color. I hate color.
You're a black, gray, and white type of person.
Yeah,
I'm black and white all day. I love black and white.
that is me. I hate color, but my man likes color. So he's been talking about he wants to see me in some burgundy. So I went. Let me see. Let me track my order. Hold on. Let me track my order. I'm trying to. Let me see. Let me see. She in. Let
Hold
me.
on, last time he over here in Clayco. Let me find out you live in Clayton County, cause baby, I
Where?
live in Clayton County. Laugh, where is Laugh at?
Think he
Because
lives in
Laugh talking
Georgia.
about some over here in Clayco. I'm in Clayco, boo. Where
I,
you at, girl?
I think she lives in Georgia.
She just said he's over here in Clayco.
Oh
That
yeah,
means he's in Clayco and I'm in Clayco. So, baby, we need to link up for margaritas or something.
right. And Tad said when the period comes, you have to put red into the body. That's
Okay, she said she
crazy.
live on Tara. I live off 85 in Riverdale, right up the street.
Boy, that is
She know where it is.
big. 50 big. So let's see. Oh, Jerome's excited you're up here.
But he ain't up here.
Huh?
But he ain't up here.
I know, Jerome, you need to come up here. We've been up here. Tonight I actually went longer, you guys. Let me see
Hmm
all these messages. Let's see.
Okay, Mount Zion ain't far from me. I'm off of 85.
Yeah,
Highway
Jerome,
85.
we were gonna pick up from last night, but I got caught up. I got pulled into this hearing because I got to work or whatever. And Jerome said stay on topic. Well, what are you talking about? What
He,
topic?
he know he know we gonna get off topic every time. Every time.
DJ week. That's crazy. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Sure, I will pull up to Lav's job with a
Oh
drink.
yeah.
Okay. On her lunch break. Like, girl, come on out here.
You guys
I
need
got
to
this.
mail me. You guys need to mail me. I mean, she says apparently they sell Jamaican ginger beer or something. You guys need to
Really?
mail me. Yeah, man, I live in the country.
Hold on. Okay. Lav says she work at the Asian. No, not the. Is it the Asian? No, was that Lav that said that she work at the
Yeah, the Asian supermarket or something like that.
Yeah.
Jerome is
Okay.
feeling
Okay.
really proud.
Okay. Yep. Oh yeah. So she could definitely step out and have a drink.
Oh yeah, not at work. Not at work. And Love said she
Who
always
does
wanted to try
who
pizza.
doesn't drink at work? Come on now.
Ah, that's how you catch the Dewey's on your way home. Nah, nah. No. I've gone to see clients incarcerated before, and I'd like
The
to be.
Asian flea market. I need to come up there. Lab, do they have like the rack of lamb up there? Cause I need a rack of lamb.
What
My
they
man
sell?
loves. Hmm?
What do they sell? Do they sell? Why would they sell a rack of lamb in the
I
Asian
mean,
store?
Asian. I mean, I'm pretty sure they sell all kind of stuff.
Do they sell meat?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. It's probably like a farmer's market.
Really?
Yeah, it's probably like the oh. So you work? Do you work at the big farmer's market like that's off the highway?
Are you talking
I
to?
don't know. No, I'm talking to Laugh. I'm trying to see because
Oh,
if it's like an Asian grocery market, it's probably like a farmer's market. Yeah, it is a farmer's market. Farmer's market sell all kind of meat.
every kind of meat. They said cow heads too.
Yeah,
Okay. All right.
yeah, a farmer's market. I know what she's talking about. I know exactly what she's talking about because I know that I think I know which one she's talking about because they recently it was a drug bust. Some Mexicans got pulled over with in their trucks and they had a lot of drugs on their trucks and they was headed to that farmers market.
That's crazy. Well, they sell everything over there. You might find kidneys too. I'm playing.
Oh Lord.
I'm
You never
playing.
been to a farmers market before?
The ones that I've gone to were like an open market where you buy vegetables.
Well, no, they have fresh vegetables too. They fresh vegetable though, like fresh parsley and cilantro and all that type. Like the vegetables are fresh, but they
I've
have
never
like
seen a cow head at a farmer's market, so I don't
no
know that.
they sell exotic meat though. Like they sell different type of meat. That's why I asked if they have like a rack of lamb, because they don't sell rack of lamb in the grocery stores.
Yes, they do. That's where I get my
No,
stuff from.
no, they down. I
Maybe
have
not
not
in Fulton
ran.
County or wherever you live, but I get my
I
stuff from.
haven't seen one that sell the rack of lamb. They sell packaged lamb, like the lamb chops and stuff like that. But I want the whole rack that I can cut myself. Like,
Hold on,
and
I'm
then
parenting.
I eat pig feet and
That
chitlins
girl
and
said she
all
eats
that stuff
pig
too. Yeah, I'm from the country for real.
feet.
I got family that still slaughter they own animals like and got a whole storage house out there with freezers in it. Like yeah,
Oh, okay. All right,
yeah,
Jasmine.
I'm from the country.
Send me some. You need to send me some chitlins.
You eat chitlins?
Hell yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna cook them. I get my grandma to cook them. I'm not cleaning them or cooking them. I eat them though.
We need a double date. When your man makes it home, we need to go on a double date.
I would love to. My
Yeah.
man he kind of hood though. Like I don't know if you, your man might be sophisticated. My man hood.
Oh yeah.
I had to teach him a lot of the stuff that he knows today. Cause yeah,
Good
my
too.
man was one of them. My man was one of them type of men that he had been out of Georgia before, but he had never really been anywhere. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I
And
know.
out before we got together, like that's how I was single
I'm not
and
judgy.
I was doing nothing but traveling.
I'm not judgy. I'm not judgy.
Yeah. I mean, he know how to act. I'm just saying.
Okay. All right. I mean, we do swing on the side sometimes.
Swing. Oh Lord Jesus. I need to introduce my mama and them then. My mama and
we,
her husband.
we swing on the side sometimes.
Baby, I ain't swung since I was like 23, 24.
so, so I know this is getting out of control. All right.
I don't know if these folks know what swinging is, but yeah. I know what you talking about, girl.
so I don't know.
You might be younger than me, but you got a little old soul up in you now. You know.
I do not know if if people in Clayton County are into that kind of thing. So,
I'm not from Clayton County,
oh,
but I've been in Atlanta long enough, and I done met a lot of older men. Dated a lot of older men that was in that lifestyle. So I've been to a few parties, honey.
oh, okay. So
Yes, ma'am.
yeah, I just I need to let you know in advance.
Yeah, them parties you go to and you put your phone in the basket before you walk through. You know what I'm saying?
you sound you sound like you know a little something.
I know
Jasmine,
what's
we're out
going
of
on.
control. We are out of control.
Baby, I done been to some places now. I
All
done did
right.
some things.
Let's I don't know. Life has a message for you.
Oh, Laugh know what's going. Okay, Laugh can come too. You gotta look. She ain't even gotta have no man. You can be the plus one. Hey, I know the couples that come with the A be the wife and the girlfriend. Yep, we could be sister wives or whatever.
Oh
You know,
yeah.
we it be cheaper. It be cheaper to get in. The man gonna pay
That's
way more if he
crazy.
come by himself.
That's
He gonna pay
crazy.
less with the woman. If he
And
come
then
with two women, he might get in for free.
and then in a few years, I'll try. I'll try waving into into the Georgia bar. I'll end up in Fulton County, and then I'll run for office, and all this stuff is gonna be all
Yep.
over the news. And they're like, oh, she belongs there.
Yep. It'll be a whole scandal right in Fulton County. A whole scandal. It seemed like everybody. It don't matter. It ain't. You know what? It's not even. It's so crazy because it's not even just Fulton County. It's
Yeah.
like anybody that go into office in the Metro Atlanta area. Like once they get up there, it's so much scandal that it's so much stuff that come out. And it don't even be the women. Like that's so crazy. It don't even be the women. Like Fonnie is like the first woman
Mm,
because Shirley Franklin, well, when Shirley Franklin was the mayor, when she was the mayor, well, yeah, no, not the mayor, but yeah, when she was over Fulton County, like Shirley Franklin, you did not hear any dirt about this lady whatsoever. Sweetest lady ever.
yeah.
Before Keisha Lance Bottom, you ain't hear nothing bad about Keisha Lance Bottom.
I don't know your people, so I'm just listening.
Keisha Lance Bottom though, but she left Fulton County when all that stuff was going on, when the riots and all that stuff happened.
Yeah.
She got up out of there, but she ended up going to work for Biden at the White House.
Mm.
But it was mostly men, like men with all the scandal, all the scandal, all the
Well,
scandal.
maybe I
I
need to
feel
add
like
to
Fonnie
that.
had a lot to do with Paul Howard scandal. She had a lot
Oh,
to
you
do with
think
it.
so?
Yeah, because Paul Howard, it wasn't nothing wrong with Paul Howard. He was
Mm.
wonderful.
Oh, okay. Well, I need to
But
add
you
to the
always hear some
chaos
kind
then.
of scandal. Like when I stayed in DeKalb County, it was years ago, like years ago. We had a mayor out there. His name was Vernon Jones.
Mm-hmm.
Me and my homegirl would go to like Applebee's and stuff like that. Like when we get off work, just to have drinks and stuff. When I tell you that man used to be in Applebee's showing out drunk as hell, going behind the bar and I mean all kind of mess. Oh my God, girl, these men are out of control. Like they be just putting everybody up there. But yeah,
Oh,
it be a lot of pictures and all kind of stuff. So don't come down here with all that freaky deaky stuff, cause you gonna get found out. You think ain't nobody got no phone? Somebody got something.
a lot sounds messing with you. I'm glad you didn't take offense.
What you say? She said, "I'm too old to be swinging." What's old?
Yeah, but
Because them the old people is the ones. I'm gonna tell you, you go to a swingers party. This would trip me out. Cause
uh-huh.
when I was younger, like now I'm a little older. You know, my metabolism has slowed down, so I'm not fat by a long shot, but I ain't fine as I was when I was in my 20s.
Ooh,
I
okay.
When you go to swingers parties, you don't see nothing but fat girls. Like it be
You're
300
crazy,
pound,
girl.
it be 300-pound women at all the parties
Crazy.
with nothing on.
You
All the
might
swingers
have a
parties,
fetish.
huh?
People might have a fetish for that, you know.
I know it be all the. I mean, it be so many big girls, and then it be these old men. Like no,
No.
I was so like
Jason, if this is your first introduction, I'm sorry because Jasmine and I are a
Oh, Jason ain't
chaotic
seen me cut up.
bunch.
Oh my God, 54. I would have never get. Okay, 54. Okay,
You
yeah,
are
you older than
chaotic.
me. I'm 41, but
You
you ain't
look
too
young,
old, honey.
laugh.
My
You
mama,
look
my
good.
mom. What am I? My mom will. Hold on, my mom just turned 61 in
How old is
October.
your mom? Hold on. She was born. Is she? What year is this?
I'm 41. My mom was six. My mom turned 61 in October.
My mom. I don't know. She's somewhere in the 60s. I don't actually know. She's
And
somewhere.
my dad will be 61 in May.
She is somewhere. Okay, let's quickly go. Yeah, Jason, I'm sorry. If this is your first introduction, we're very chaotic. Like Jasmine and I together, we laugh, we debate hard, we argue.
Right. Look, we either freaky or fighting.
As as though we're twins.
Do you know what? And now that I realize that you are a Capricorn, that's
Yeah.
why I
Wow.
can't stand Capricorns.
Yeah.
We are opposites.
You
I'm a
love me.
Leo. I
You
know. I
love
love you.
me.
I do. I love you. I do. My grandmother's birthday is tomorrow. Well,
Oh, really?
yeah, tomorrow. Yep.
Oh, happy
But
birthday to her.
Well, Capricorn men, I definitely don't get along with.
Ooh,
Capricorn men, relationship wise, no, because we both think we know everything, and we
yes.
both think we right all the time. I guess that's why we debate. We are like opposite. Like we are not compatible.
Mm.
Period.
Oh, okay,
If
okay.
you're into signs,
No, you know I'm not into that stuff, girl.
yeah, I am Capricorn. Yeah, that's why we
Hold on.
debate.
Let's hear from Ocho though. I don't know where
Hey guys, it's
the
your
timestamp is. These people better not come for me. But hold on, let me
Oh,
change.
don't forget what we got to get into tomorrow too, because
Oh
some
no,
stuff that
tomorrow I am
it's
ready.
some more stuff that came out too. Because it's some Shannon Sharp is involved in some stuff too. Like it says Shannon Sharp, um, what's his name? Bayless. What's
Skip.
the man? Skip Bayless.
Yeah, I
Shannon
mean the
Sharp.
allegations were against him to begin with, and I
Yeah,
mean
but it's some more stuff going on too. It's like some freak party type situations going on with these
here's the
people.
thing though. I listen to the only reason I know that this clip exists is because every once in a while I listen to Shannon and Ocho. I mean, I was about to say this year. We're only what 7 days in. So I listen to these folks. So sometimes when I'm at work, I'm just listening to, a whole bunch of random things, right? And that's before I got into the star and all the other people. But I have I don't know. Shannon Sharp says very funny things. Um, he
Honey, you didn't hear that video? He
which
was
video?
getting it on that he was getting it on that live.
That's my Michelle.
How did that happen? How you get on live? You did that on purpose. There
What?
is no way that you could have got on live and you was getting on like that in the background and didn't know that you was on live. Ain't no way.
That's my Michelle. Apparently, he was selling something. I don't know what he was selling, but he was.
And he was selling penis because
Go on. Okay. Okay. I know. I know. The man is problematic, though. I listened to a clip last week. I listened to a clip. It's an old clip, but it was very, very problematic. His girl, now you that echo. I'm gonna mute you. I'm gonna mute you, Jasmine. Get your sound right. Let me play this and then I'll
You know what I'm saying, Ocho? I ain't using my spit about no Red Sea. I'm a wait.
wait.
Now,
Hold on, what?
Red lights.
Okay, hold on.
Splatter. The blood.
Oh, there we go.
Y'all be doing that shit. Y'all.
nah, I can't.
them two fools
I
together.
love
Them
Ocho.
is two fools.
Nah,
I love Ocho, man. It's so funny.
oh, nah, Ocho. Nah, I can't do that,
So
Ocho.
do you really think
I'm
he was
good. I
beating
can
on
wait.
that
Oh,
on Evelyn?
What's that?
Do you really think that he beat Evelyn?
I have no idea. Is that what she's alleging?
That's what I was no, I'm not talking about the woman that is divorcing him now.
Oh,
I'm talking about
Evelyn lost
from
something.
Basketball Wives. Yeah.
Oh, right. He was married to her, and that's how she ended up on the show.
No,
Mm.
she was on the show before him.
Was she on the show before him?
Yeah, because she was actually married to a basketball player.
Oh, what,
He's
isn't
a football player.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I missed out the show. I forgot. You know, I only watch women's college basketball, girl.
Yeah, but you know, she went through that whole thing where, oh, he was beating on me and this is that. Like, but you was in a whole relationship with him before you married him. Then y'all get married and
Yeah, well, I don't know. This is the first time that I'm hearing about that.
really,
So I've
that
not
was a
really
big
watched.
thing.
I've not really watched Basketball Wives like that. I watched. There was a girl called Jennifer on there. I don't know. That was like
Yeah, Jennifer,
10 years
she
ago.
was married
Williams, I
to
think.
yeah,
Jennifer
Jennifer
Williams.
Williams. Yeah, now she's with a guy that's well, I don't even know if they still together. A guy that's with her for clout, taking her money basically, and got a lot of kids and legal issues and debt and yeah, she looking like a clown basically.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah, but I'm not really. You know. I'm not.
I one thing about me that my man hate that I am a reality show fanatic,
Right.
but when I'm watching it, his ass be right in here
Oh, yeah.
watching it with me. Like he can tell you all the characters on the show and everything. But yeah, I got my show set for my reality show. Yeah, reality TV is my thing. Reality TV is like soap operas to me.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, I've watched a few. Flavor of Love was really my thing.
Oh
Uh,
my god, it's so
I know that was back in the day.
1922. 1922.
My thing is core TV. I like core TV. I like a good Judge Mathis, like the old people stuff. I like a good Judge Judy. I love Paternity Court.
No, it's this one court show that I have started watching. I can't even tell you what it's called. Um and then I don't even know if they show it everywhere, but it only come on like early in the morning.
What's that?
It's a guy, but the court case is like you can get like it's not like no how you be them people be asking for $500 or $2,000. No, it'd be like $1 million cases. But they be funny as hell, like people that go into like different they might go into somebody's establishment and they might fall.
Oh,
And
slip and fall. That might be
yeah.
a new case. I'm more into old
It's
stuff, girl.
you gotta find like it's a court show like that though. Like that come
Yeah,
on. It's like a regular Judge Judy show or something, but it's
yeah, I see what you're saying.
these
Yeah, but I'm
cases
more into
are
older
so crazy.
stuff. Like there's a TV show called Casa Cerrado. I don't think they show that anymore. It was in Spanish. Like back in the day, it was almost similar to Judge Judy, and I love Casa Cerrado. Like I just
Really?
it was really, it's really funny.
I was see my court shows was like Judge Maybelline. Like I love Judge Maybelline.
Oh no, I was never.
I love Judge Joe Brown. I love Judge Mathis. Like those were funny to me.
Yeah,
Judge Judy, I like her too, but she's so fucking rude.
I know. I love her,
Like
but
she one of them
she's
type
a
people
little
that
off.
she will force you to go off on her so she can hold you in contempt. Like she one of them type of
A little
judges.
off. I don't
Like,
know.
lady, you ain't finna keep talking to me like this. Like, I don't know what's wrong with you. But baby, we could take it outside. Like, she one of them type judges.
I know West Old Bag. We kind of have a match here. So Love said, "Man, I did not start vacationing going out of Georgia until I left him." And Jerome is like, "I've been single for 6 years." So I'm.
Baby, being single is the best thing in the world. I'm not gonna
How are
like
you gonna say
cause
that
you
when
ain't
you're in a relationship?
when you single, man, I had the best times of my life when I was single.
Really?
Hell yeah. I don't have no children. And being single at the same time,
Okay.
come on now. What responsibilities did I really have besides going to work and paying my bills?
Oh, okay.
Them, like I always wanted to be the rich auntie.
Uh,
That auntie, she got them her niece and her nephew over here. She can go get whenever she wants to. But baby, I'm out the country right now.
oh, okay.
I'll get them when I come back. I want to be that girl.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. I'm out here parenting, girl. I'm parenting and
No,
gossip.
41, baby, no children. He don't have children. You know, we could do it together. If he wasn't a damn convicted felon, we could go everywhere. But no, I'm just going to go places by my damn
Well,
self.
that girl said he's a convicted felon. I mean, you chose him, so you chose to be in a
I
relationship.
guess we can go to Puerto Rico,
You can go to Puerto Rico.
huh?
You can definitely go to Puerto Rico. That's actually the prettiest water I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, I know they say in some parts, hey,
It's really,
don't go to.
that's
Certain
it.
parts you're not supposed to
I
go
mean,
to.
here's the thing. Like, even when people go to New York City, they're like, oh, they're so scared. I'm like, man, go to the goddamn Bronx and do something. Like,
I never been, like, I've been
your
to New
camera's
York.
on, Jasmine.
I've been to New York, but I never been
We
to New
cannot hear you, Jasmine. What's going on?
You can't hear me?
I can hear you now.
Oh, I never been to like New York City or the Bronx. The only place I've been to in New York is Buffalo and
No, Buffalo, New York.
Niagara Falls.
That's not like real New York, New York.
Yeah,
Like,
it's the country. Where I went, they had chickens. They had a farm. But it
oh,
was so crazy to me. Like I had never seen like different. Like we went to
Jerome,
like
get
different
back up
parts.
here. You say what?
We went to different parts, and it's like every like part of the city is like you got Chinatown, and then you got the part where all the Mexicans live, and then you got this part over here where all the black people live, and then you got this part over here where all the white people live. Like everybody just separated
Yeah,
in their own little area.
yeah, yeah. Buffalo gets cold.
I went in
Buffalo,
the summertime, and it was
huh?
cold. I went in the summertime, and it was cold.
I don't know about all that. I've been
No,
to.
I was like 15.
Oh yeah, no, it was. It was. It's not as humid as what you're used to, but it was definitely not cold.
It was definitely cold.
No, no
I
way.
went with halter tops and coochie cutters, and it was cold to
I know.
me. But you know, I told you I'm anemic.
Oh, right, right, right.
It's
Yeah,
supposed
no,
to.
I was gonna answer your question, Laugh. I was gonna answer your question. That's why I kept it up there. You can definitely get a passport if you are a convicted felon, but you have to be prepared. You have to be aware that there are certain countries you cannot travel to. Some
Hmm.
folks do not want America's not their best or whatever Donald Trump was saying. I forgot what he was saying. And then I mean, even if you do have a conviction, eventually, depending on the state, usually after 10 years, you can get that mug expunged. Okay. So you can get it.
Well, I mean, he's still getting in trouble at 35. So
Oh well.
Look, I'm not waiting 10 years to go out the country.
That's why we need to have a swingers.
And you
That's
know,
why we need to have a
I
session.
always,
Maybe you'll calm down.
at my age, like I always wanted to go back to where I was born.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I want to go there and just part. I want to go there for like Oktoberfest.
I mean, we need to do something, man. Like we need to do because I really I don't know. Greg is not here. We need somebody from the UK that actually knows what I'm talking about. But there's an
Hmm.
artist called Michael Kiwanuka. Okay, look him up. Probably, if you've watched what is Ava DuVernay when they see us. If you have watched when they see us, his one of his songs that I'm aware of. Maybe there were more, but his song "Love and Hate" was a part of the soundtrack. Okay, it's the part when Corey was in. I remember the scene. I believe he was incarcerated, and they just play that song. It's an 8-minute song. Anyways, he is a brilliant, brilliant, brilliant artist. Typically, he performs. He hardly ever comes to the U.S., but last year he had a tour with a lady out of Alabama. What's her name? Brittany Howard. They had a tour last year, but I could not go anywhere because he was literally all over. He was in the city. He was on the West Coast of Vancouver. He was in Canada. He was all over the US. But I could not go just because the as a public defender, I probably would have been able to go because as a public defender, I had a bit more flexibility. With this job, I have 10 days, like 10 days, and that's it. Um, so I could not go because I couldn't take time off or whatever. But he always performs in the UK, and it will be not in the UK, but all over Europe, especially in Germany. So it would be absolutely fantastic to see him out there in person. But anyways, go on. I'm sorry. Now we're just talking about random.
What's
Well,
the name of the person?
I'll put it in here. Michael Kiwanuka. I have his albums. I listen to this man. If I put my playlist up here, man, he's absolutely fantastic. The song that you're going to be familiar with again, it is going to be Love and Hate, but that's
Hmm.
only if you have watched Ava DuVernay's When They See Us, okay? But other than that, I mean, he does have a new album out. I know that I have these vinyl, and when I'm shining my floors on Sundays, that's who my baby and I are listening to. He has a new album out. Let me just look at his music quickly. I'll play it here. I don't think YouTube's gonna do anything to me. I'll play a
What's his
snippet.
nationality? Like, is he from? Where is he from?
I believe he is British, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
I believe he is British, but let's see.
I know. I have to go back to Germany. Like, I
Yeah.
just have to. Before
Uh,
I leave this earth, I have to go back.
Kiwanuka. Hold on. I'm pretty sure you've heard. Yeah, this is even one of his top songs. Listen to that. Does that sound familiar or no? Dun, 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 dun. He's brilliant, man.
I don't think I have. I'm
Dun, dun.
gonna get into it. I'm gonna get into it.
Okay, because this song was familiar. It was
Well,
popular around the same
Brooklyn.
time that, huh?
I was about to tell Brooklyn. Like, I can get dual citizenship. Um, here and in Germany. You know, since I was born there, I can get dual citizenship if I want to. Um, and I could, like, if I wanted to go live in Germany, I could just go live there. Like, but I just don't want to go through that process. But I can get dual citizenship because I'm a U.S. citizen through naturalization.
Right.
I was born
No, it's
there.
not. No, no, no. Correction. It's not through naturalization because your
No,
parents.
that's what I'm saying. It's through naturalization because my parents are American. And my birth certificate actually
Naturalization.
says certificate of naturalization, My birth
Really?
certificate says it. Yes.
Oh
You from
I was
wow.
Germany?
born. I was born in '83,
Oh, okay.
so it
You was born
says
in Germany?
certificate. Yeah, certificate of naturalization,
Where was you born in Germany?
Stuttgart.
Stuttgart.
How
Damn.
don't you remember this, Jerome?
No, because I was in Mainz, Wiesbaden. My
And
mom
Yeah,
was in
I was
yeah, how
born in
don't you
Wiesbaden,
remember
Stuttgart.
Mainz.
this?
I
Yeah, I
was
know
born in
about that.
Stuttgart, and my brother was born in Frankfurt.
Frankfurt, that's the cap. Yeah, I was over
Yeah,
there. I was
my
over
mom
there. I've
was
been
in
to
the military.
France, Luxembourg, and all that.
When
Yeah,
were you
Yeah.
there, Jerome?
I was young because my
Oh wow,
dad was in the
Brooklyn, you was
military.
born in Brooklyn. You
Oh,
was born in Stuttgart.
Stuttgart, word. That's military babies.
Yeah, my mom was in the military.
okay,
I
okay.
was over there. My pops was only like
Okay,
4 years.
Munich.
They kicked
Okay.
him out. But yeah, that was a good experience. You remember it?
Yes,
It
I
was
was young,
beautiful,
but I
right?
definitely remember it because my mom actually
Yeah,
worked when she was there. She was in the military, but she worked at a bar
right.
too, and the bar was like right behind our apartments, like in on the military base. And
Mm-hmm.
I would go to work with her,
Mm-hmm.
and like those mugs and stuff like that you see,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
they really
yeah,
had those mugs and all of that stuff.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
it was
Remember
fun, and
the
it was like
shrunks
a
and all of that?
fair. It was like a fair
Yeah,
year round. Like, oh my god,
yeah. It was always the candy. Remember the candy?
so fun. Yes.
We are so random on here.
When I tell you, like every year, me and my family we go to Helen, Georgia. You know, Helen is a German town in Georgia. Helen, Georgia. It's the whole town is German. Like if you go there, it's built like the whole little town is built like a German town.
What the architecture?
Yes,
Uh,
Oh,
from
so
the
they do
hotels to
I'll
Oktoberfest.
look
They
it
do
up.
everything.
Oktoberfest hard.
October, we go to the cabins. I be so scared though, cause I be like, oh my god, we black folks up here in these cabins. Like somebody go, like I be thinking about them scary movies and stuff. We be in the and then like in that town, like the population of black people is like under 100, and they are diehard Trump fans. Like oh my god, like they're super racist. But you know Germans don't. They say Germans don't like black people anyway. But like it's a Republican little town, and
Never
and you
mind.
know in
I'll pass.
October, like we go in October, so it's like whenever it's around like election time, even though election is in November, like we go in October, and it's like it be crazy. Like that when Trump was in office, and when Trump was running for office, like when we would go down there, I would be so scared.
Dang, I'll pass. Never mind. I was gonna look it up and try and
No, it's but
or
no, it's so no, that's
see
just
that.
me. That's just me because I watch a lot of scary movies. But no, it's really a
Uh,
intimate. No, it's a really intimate, nice place.
I can
Like
find that in New
it's
York.
no problems. It's no
I can
problems
find
for
that.
real.
There are a lot
No
of
problems.
places in this country where I can find a similar atmosphere that's not intimidating. So I'll pass.
It's fun though. Like people they don't bother you. They don't
Nope.
bother you. It's really fun.
I'm
It's
giving you
really
my
fun.
money. No.
And when I tell you, you get toe up. I'm talking about them German beer. When I tell you German beer, get you toe up.
Yeah.
You probably wouldn't. You drink one German beer because you don't drink like that. You drink one German beer, and you gonna be dancing soon as that music come on.
I'll be acting like Star, huh?
Yeah, because the only like
It's all breweries.
I've only
Right.
seen it's only one. No, it's two like American restaurants. They got a Wendy's, and I think a Wendy's. No, they don't have a no. I think it's just Wendy's, and they got a little
Not
Mexican
here.
restaurant, and they got a restaurant that sell like upscale like steaks and stuff like that, but like ribeyes and stuff like that. But most of it is like the little German restaurant that my dad loved to go to. I hate because I hate German food, the schnitzel and
Girl,
stuff like that.
why
You
are
didn't
you
like that?
talking about my
I do
people like
not like German
I
food. I don't
love
like
that.
her?
I don't like German cuisine unless it's
I loved it.
sweets. I love German chocolate.
Girl.
Like if it's not sweets, no. I don't like schnitzel, even though it ain't nothing but a damn pork chop. But no,
Listen,
it ain't
why I
my
put
kind of
this
pork chop.
banner down here because Jasmine just be saying all types of things.
She talking the truth though. She
Oh,
just giving
laugh.
her
Y'all
opinion.
probably ate at the same one I ate at because it's right across the street from that restaurant I was just talking about. Like, it's right there. But they have, like, this the thing. Like, it's like when you go there, it's like the town, it's like a little shopping mart. Like,
Mm-hmm.
it's so many
Which
shops
town
and
is that? Which state are
it's
we in? We in
Helen,
Georgia?
Georgia.
Yeah.
Helen, Georgia. Like, the little strip, it's so many little shopping, little stores and stuff, and everything is cheap. Like you will get so much
It's
stuff.
like a
You'll come
flea
back home
market.
with
It's
so
like a
much
flea.
stuff.
It sounds like a flea market.
No, it's a town.
Okay.
It's a town, but they have a strip that you go down, like that has all these little stores that you can go in and like everything. Like it's so much cute stuff that you can get for cheap. But the people really be up under that. They be up under that tent where they selling that beer and be listen to that music and yeah, it go off. It's fun. It's a lot of stuff to do down there. It's really fun.
Okay,
Germany is
okay,
fun. If anybody ain't never go, it is fun though. It is
I
fun.
can tell you this place ain't nothing like Germany because
okay.
in Germany they celebrating the whole month October and it's
A
going crazy. Them folks
whole
fighting,
month.
they fighting and they ain't going to jail. But you go to
Word.
Helen and fight, your ass going to jail.
And a lot of it's for free. That's what I love. Everything's for free.
Yeah, you gonna get toe up. You gonna get you a whole goddamn gallon of beer for $5
hmm
in
Sausage. The
Germany. But
sausage is awesome.
The German beer over here is expensive. Like a
Isn't it?
12
Yeah.
pack of German beer here is gonna cost you like $30-$40. A 12 pack, $30 or $40 for a 12 pack. German beer is expensive,
Mm.
very, but it's gonna get you where you need to get.
Okay, okay, okay. All right.
Ooh,
Let's
Brooklyn. Why you say Germany is no fun? I do not like schnitzel. Schnitzel is disgusting. I don't like no German. I don't like German. No, that menu did. Every time my dad say, "Let's go here," he be like,
yeah.
"That's what we going for." No, I'll just walk around because if I'll get a donut or something. Like I like the chocolate. I like the donuts and stuff like that because they do sell and their coffee is awesome. Oh my god, best coffee I've ever had in my life.
Good night, Ellie. I don't know if you're still here, but good night.
But German food is not good to me.
Girl. Girl, girl, girl.
You like German food?
Absolutely.
And it's crazy because everybody likes schnitzel.
Absolutely.
Schnitzel is. I don't like German food. I'm picky though.
Oh
Very
my
picky.
goodness. Look at Northern Dame. What's up, Northern Dame?
Where?
A while. It's been a while since you've graced us with your presence. So, okay. All right. Let's
Well,
see.
laugh. Know what I'm. She probably like German food too.
What is a schnitzel?
Schnitzel. You don't know what schnitzel is?
Laughs at that.
Oh, she said, "What is schnitzel?" It ain't nothing
What
but
do
a
you mean
pork
the
chop.
Euro sucks?
It's a pork chop, but it ain't a pork chop. Like it's a pork chop, but it ain't no American pork chop.
Let's see. All right. Do you guys want
I
to
like how
finish
you put
listening
that down.
to Ocho? Do you guys want I think Jerome's gonna need this information one
Ocho,
day. So yeah, Jerome's gonna need this information one
I'm
day.
waiting for somebody to come out with something about him.
Ooh, okay, I don't know. Let's just listen. I just know what I know is that Jerome needs to. You have to fold it 3 times. Not once, not twice, 3 freaking times. Okay.
It
is
ain't gonna
very
soak
imperative that you
to
fold it
the
three
Yeah.
times.
bed.
Lay it down.
Mm-hmm.
based on the movement, because blood might splatter. Blood might spatter
I don't
depending
know about
on,
that.
your movement and how you like to operate in bed.
Okay.
You good.
Mhm.
Okay. Is that it?
Hold on,
I don't know
hold
why
on, let
he
me get a
just
Red
didn't
Bull.
say just do it in the shower though. I mean, if she get in the shower, then y'all
The
might as well do it in the
shower?
shower.
Oh no.
That's what I do.
Okay, Jerome. I don't know.
Look, Lav said put a plastic trash bag under the towel. Yeah, it's hard to get blood out of out of
Just throw it
fabric and
out.
stuff.
Like throw it out.
I'm just
It get
saying. No, I'm talking about if
it
it seep
gets it
through.
gets
What if
it
it seep
gets
through to your mattress?
it
Huh?
gets sticky for a man. As a man, it gets sticky. You know what I
Blood
mean?
don't get sticky. Blood is wet.
It gets sticky. You don't know. You ain't got no jing
Blood
jing.
is wet. How the hell blood
You have
gets?
different reproductive organs, Jasmine.
I'm just saying, blood sticky. No,
It
I mean
does.
no.
You just said it. First, you got first 48 on your damn hair, on everything. And oh my God. Yeah, it gets
First
sticky, bro.
48, whole room looking like a murder scene.
It gets sticky. It's a sticky situation for real. Trust me. I've been there, done that, and I went, especially as a man, we go hard. So maybe I'm one of the guys that goes all the way to the end to where it gets sticky.
I know what that means, but
I'm
okay.
not actually. Well, I look. I don't actually do it on my cycle.
You did what?
I don't actually do it on my cycle.
Oh,
So I
Never
don't.
done it.
oh
No,
my God.
but I have.
No, I just come up
I
here
ain't
and
gonna
talk a
lie.
whole bunch of
I
mess.
lost my virginity on my cycle.
It's
But
hard to stop for a man. It's hard to stop for a man. For my men out here, this is hard to
but
stop.
I wasn't heavy, and I was young, so I didn't have heavy cycles. I was 14, so
Girl, you were
yeah.
screwing at 14.
I lost my virginity November 4th, 1997.
Okay.
Damn.
All right. Okay. Well, I don't know. Is that the end of the advice? I don't know. This should to smoke cigars in February though.
I can't
That's
wait
one thing
to read.
I did not know how to smoke cigars.
Oh yeah.
Like I've tried and I always inhale and end up choking. So I rather smoke hookah. It's easier. Because
No, I don't
cigars will
like.
kill you if
I don't
you
know
swallow
how
that smoke.
people.
Oh my God, I
I
had
don't
a
know. I
joke.
cannot do. I cannot do hookah. I'd rather smoke Marlboros, man. That stuff just
I
does not
love hookah.
to me. I
Shit.
don't like the way it tastes.
I
I
smoke
don't
Wow.
like.
Newports too, Lav. I smoke Newport. I smoke cigarettes too.
I'd rather smoke cigarettes than having to, smoke that shisha stuff.
But I love hookah.
Nah,
Y'all
nah.
are hilarious.
Yeah, but I cannot wait. I'm gonna smoke. I'm gonna smoke some cigars.
A cigar?
When
No,
I
the
come
last time I
back,
smoked a cigar, I like to die.
too bad. Too bad. America was not gonna allow me to return with cigars. But
Oh yeah, the Cubans, they're illegal in the States, right?
yeah, I cannot bring stuff back, which is a bummer. I guess I'll just be smoking. I'll be smoking. I'm gonna smoke enough for 10 years. I'm gonna smoke enough for 10 years. So. Yeah, Jason said he does not run. Okay, he runs red lights, but apparently as long as he sees he runs to the shower, baby. He said, "Oh." Yeah.
What you
I
think? What you
know.
think TLC was talking about when they sang Red Light Special?
Oh, really? Is that what they were talking about?
Yes.
I don't know.
No, no,
Is that
no.
what
Yes.
they're talking about?
That's what they were talking about. Yes.
All right. School me then.
Red Light Special was about having sex on. Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay. I
You
thought
can
you were
say
saying something
sex
else.
on here. You can
You
say
can't say that?
you can say sex. You can say penis. You can say vagina.
Oh, yeah. Red Light Special was about having sex on the cycle.
Let
Oh.
me see something.
Okay, I did not know that. Oh, Lab said they were definitely talking about sex. Okay. You better not freeze out there trying to go smoke some cigarettes. You better quit, girl.
It's supposed to snow here on Friday.
In Georgia?
Yeah.
To the top, though.
It's
Okay.
gonna be some. Let me tell you something. It's gonna be some slush. But one thing about it, if the news says it's gonna snow, the whole city about to shut down. Ain't gonna be no school. Ain't gonna be no work. Ain't about to be nothing.
Word. Word.
Safety
Just because
precautions.
they said it's gonna snow, the whole city
Right.
about to shut down.
Yeah.
Safety. Let's see. I don't know. Is this tutorial over? I need to learn for the weekend. So is it over?
I can't believe
I
can't believe you,
hey,
man.
What?
if your
See
man gonna
what?
be here and your cycle's still on, then if you want to do it, you know what to do.
That man's
And
not gonna.
it-
That man's not gonna.
okay, well, like we said, your mouth ain't on,
Uh-oh.
so hey,
Uh-oh.
get to it.
Uh-oh.
Hope you got strong knees.
I'll be working out. I'll be working my jaws out.
Hope you got strong jaws and knees. Then
I'll be working
you
out.
better do some. You better do some exercises or something with them jaws while you at work. Just work your jaws out, like yeah.
Right. That's why I'd
Put
be lopping
pillows
my
down
hair.
so your knees will be okay.
Woo! You're a mess, girl. I don't know. Is the tutorial over? I think it's over. Let's
You
see.
like you don't run red
No.
lights.
Let's
Oh yeah,
see.
you
Hey, can
gotta
I ask
Yeah.
work
you a
tomorrow.
question?
We done kept you on. It's about to be 11:30.
Look,
Jerome came up here to keep me up longer, but this was a good live. Hopefully Jason chooses to come back.
Pretty sure. Why not?
Okay.
Because he was not prepared for this
Laugh.
mess.
I see what you saying. Okay, because I know earlier this week I looked at that shit. It said 75% snow. I'm like, what? 75% snow, but that was early this week, so maybe I need to go back and look.
Y'all definitely gonna get some sleep. That'll do it too.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be some black ice.
Right.
That's what
That's
we get, black ice, slush.
that's like how it is down here. And that shuts everything down. They shut the bridges down and everything.
That's some
Yeah,
dangerous stuff.
cause you know the shit. These roads are not made for that type of stuff.
Nah.
All right, closing arguments, folks. I need to,
That's it. I enjoy talking to y'all, and you might need to when you get out of work tomorrow, you might need to invest in some knee pads and some type of something to soften your jaws.
Yeah.
Get some peppermints or some halls or something, so you won't have to do it that long. Some something, you know what I'm saying? No, I'm just playing.
Somebody said, Jason said, get the lip gloss.
Fruit roller, pine. What they call the pine? That what is it? Grapefruit? Yeah. Just don't get the grapefruit juice in the pee hole. So he just come on and go on and come fast or something. You know. I know y'all be tired of me.
No. No, we do not.
But yeah, invest in some knee pads.
Okay. Oh, we're out of control.
Where is Zeta gonna be at? Where is Zeta going?
Uh-oh.
What do you mean?
Good
Where
question.
is Zeta?
She has a room.
Cause baby, you get the grapefruit and stuff. Hey, Zeta might need to be somewhere else. Or get
Hello,
you
friend.
some
I'm
fruit
dropping off
roll
on
ups, whatever.
Saturday. Our friend has a competition, so I'm going to drop her off out there.
Oh, okay. She might need to be saying, hey, I'm just saying, be on the safe side now, you know. Hey, and he might think it's his birthday.
Oh,
I'm gonna I'm gonna have to cut this out. I'm gonna have to cut this. I'm gonna rename it as the laughing attorney and a co-consult or something. We are actually one of my friends listened to us and she was like, "You guys need to get on a podcast."
Oh, wow.
we need to get. We need to get.
Hey, we
We
need
need
to
to
invest
get
in
on the
some shit like that. Get us a podcast on Apple Music or some shit
right.
like
Right.
that.
We need to be somewhere.
Call it chaotic.
It's gonna be some chaotic after dark
Chaotic.
or something.
Woo.
It'll
We
go
gotta get-
down now.
There's a little sex education in there.
Hey, this new generation, I don't know what they be doing, but hey,
yeah. Jerome closing.
Chaotic. I'm going chaotic again. I'm done.
Yeah.
Love y'all. Love y'all.
Well, I don't even know if
And
I can top.
JT, I gotta give it up to JT.
Yeah.
what I do?
JT.
A big
I'm
shout
just
out
saying,
to Jasmine.
because Jasmine is hilarious.
She's funny.
She's hilarious, and she got a tough skin. I like her. I love your tough skin. I love your tough
Hey,
skin.
I
You
don't
know,
play.
you
Hey,
always you keep your composure when you with the family, but when they messing with little cuzzo, you don't play around.
yeah, that's my baby. That's my baby right there. I see. I couldn't. The thing is, see, on Star shit, I can't. He got me blocked already, so I can't get in on that shit. But yeah, I seen you up in tight shit last night, and I
Oh,
seen the
you
shit
saw
that she was
it?
saying,
Oh,
and
hey, you know
I
what?
actually
You are my G. You are my G. For you to know that I was there, you must have had to watch the whole damn thing once we
I
got off
did,
last night.
and I did because when I got off of here, she was at the end, and she was already 2.5 hours in. So I went and watched it from the beginning because I knew something about Kayla was gonna be in there, and I watched it and I listened, and I'm like, damn, I wish I would have watched this shit live because I was like, bitch, wasn't you just out here crying 2 days ago? Like about your mental health, and now what if you fucking up my cousin mental health talking about her? You
Can you say do you like her a little bit more or
No,
do you like her?
I never
All right.
disliked her. I always watch her.
So
When
you
she talking
see
about even when
so you see why I go over there and why
I
we
don't
cool.
care.
I've
Like
known them for a long time.
you cannot be sitting on live with no edges talking about the next girl with a husband and you sitting over there single
That
begging
girl
your
said with
son to go
no
to bed.
edges.
No,
Begging
but
your son to go to bed.
but hey, can I say this? Can I say this? Because I'm fair. I'm fair. I
She
got
bald
friends.
head with a fat
I
ass.
got
And
I
what
got
she need to do is what I
Girl,
told
I need to go. I need to
yikes,
and
go.
so to do last night. Just show
yikes,
your ass
yikes,
and don't show
yikes,
your face. Look.
I have edges though. Why are you gonna
No,
yikes.
I'm just saying she needs to do that in real life.
She's a. If I was a female, I would be natural like I am as a man. I would
Shit, not if I ain't got no edges.
I probably wouldn't wear makeup. I probably wouldn't get weave and all of that if I was a female.
You know what? She's not an ugly girl.
No, she's definitely not.
who
But
are you guys talking about? Never mind.
She
Don't
needs
tell
a
me.
man. She needs a man. That's
her
what she
name
needs.
is Simply Tight. And the on New
She
Year's
need a
Day,
man.
this
And
girl
she,
talks so
hey,
much mess.
this girl is
Jerome,
she
stop
is
cutting
so
me off.
hilarious. Hey, is she hilarious? Is she?
Jerome, he keep cutting me off because he know I'm about to say some shit. Okay, this girl talks so much shit. I
I
like her
thought
though.
that
I
same
like her
though.
though. Like she's I think she deals with what she did with some type of shit with credit or something or insurance.
I was
She
about
deal
to
with
call
some
her
type
ass.
of credit,
Leave
some
her
type of stuff
alone.
like that or whatever. But she's messy. And so she always be talking crap about Kayla. I went on her live like a couple weeks ago and just went ham on everybody in her live. Like that's what Chai and FFS was over there, Allie was over, Autumn was over there, and I went crazy on her live. I got up on her platform and I went crazy. But anyway, the girl was on live January the 1st, crying about her mental health. Then come back on last night. No, she was in Kayla live. The
I need to
when
go 5 minutes and I really need to go, guys.
Oh, Okay. I'm
Yeah, we've been
sorry.
here for like 3 hours. I need to go out work tomorrow. Go
Oh,
on. Jerome wants to know, so tell him.
what?
You were telling him about the girl crying wolf or something. I don't remember. I know something happened to Jasmine. All right, folks. It's been wavy, and it was great. Jasmine, you're great. Jerome, you're great. Shout out to my co-counsels. We're here 3 hours. That was not the plan, but we are pretty chaotic. The biggest shout out to Laugh. Shout out to Jason. Shout out to Ted. Shout out to Ellie and everybody else that came through. Big shout out to Mr. and Mrs. Bumpus. Shout out to Walmart. I still have to
Mr.
iron, by the way.
Bumpus.
Huh?
Mr. Bumpus. That's what you said. Who's
Yeah.
Mr. Bumpus? Who's that?
Mr. Bumpus, that is Kayla's man. What happened to Jasmine? Jasmine just got off here. But in any event, folks, I need to call it a night. I need to iron for real. And then I'm gonna talk to my man for a little bit. I need to give him this tutorial. I need to send it to him again. Need to send the tutorial to him again. But okay. Love you guys. I love you. Laugh. Jason, Jerome, Jasmine, everybody that graced us with your presence. Northern, big shout out to the replay crew. Hope you guys enjoy the live. We will be back tomorrow. Tomorrow's Wednesday. Tomorrow we are really getting into some mess. We're getting into some mess tomorrow. Okay, getting into some mess. We're starting. I want to start early tomorrow. Does it really make a difference if we start early? I want to start around 8 tomorrow. So let's see. If it's not 8, then it's going to be around 8:30. But I definitely want to get started before 9. Oh, okay. So Live gets off at 7. She said she'll be here. That is fantastic. I cannot wait for us to reconvene tomorrow. Gossip a little bit about the law, mostly gossip. But all right, folks, that's enough rambling. Peace out. Peace out, Jerome. Okay.
Love, love.
So Jasmine says her phone died because I'm like, Jasmine, why'd you just leave like that? Like, what's up? But okay, love you, Jasmine. All right, folks, definitely let's listen. Calling it a night. Bye. Love you guys.